Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Talk Podcast, your go-to spot for all things football and entertainment. I am your host, Gabe Dowd, and joining me, as usual, are my co-hosts, Dom Capuano and Nick Walters. Boys, I did not forget your names this week.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Appreciate it.
I was going to say, Dom, I got you bad last week, so I'm sorry I had to get you straight this week.
Yeah, thanks.
We're on for a good episode this week. I got you. And on today's episode, we're going to be giving you guys our Super Bowl reactions as we just had Super Bowl 59. We're going to be discussing some potential Hall of Fame snubs, as we know a couple names got snubbed this year, one in particular. And we got a lot more segments planned that the boys got for us. So without further ado, why don't we get right into it? Some news as typical, like you said. Let's stay on schedule.
So, stay on schedule. Starting off, the Chicago Bears principal owner, Virginia McCaskey, has passed away.
What's wrong with you?
I'm thinking about earlier. I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing?
Because the pre-show. I'm sorry.
Okay, for our audience, guys, this is actually sad
yeah,
and
they have
very
no
deep.
context of what happened.
But
This is why I
ignore
did not-
Gabe laughing in the background.
I'm such an asshole.
She's passed away at the age of 102.
No, but no, seriously. Yes.
Rest in peace, and she'll forever be remembered.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not gonna
Well, okay, we're gonna stop and move on.
No, but I do want to straight for the record.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
it's sad. It's serious. Recipes. Now we can move on.
Okay.
Why are we laughing in the background, Jordan? We can't have laughter. I'm trying to move on with it being straight faced.
Okay. Colorado Buffs have hired NFL Hall of Famer Marsh. Why are you guys laughing at me? I didn't even do anything wrong yet.
The syllable
Yeah.
pause. Like
Because I was swallowing. My
continue.
spit.
Continue. What?
Colorado Buffs have hired NFL Hall of Famer
Who are the
Marshall Falk
Buffs?
as their new running backs coach.
Should we just restart? This is a shit show. Oh my
So-
god.
What do you guys think?
He's bringing a lot of experience. You know who Marshall Falk is?
Yes,
Who is he?
a running back.
For?
What team did he play
What team
for?
did he play for?
I don't know.
Oh my
I screamed it at you.
god.
Do you think I listened to a word you say?
Marshall Falk is a Hall of Fame running back who played for the Indianapolis Colts. I almost said another city. Indianapolis Colts. Won a Super Bowl. Is in the Hall of Fame. So therefore, what do I think? He's bringing a ton of experience. Another huge name for prime time. I'm not surprised by the hire, but I like it. I mean, why would I knock it?
Good
So,
hire.
Are we on the same
Yeah.
page? All right,
I
cool.
mean, I have nothing to oppose
There
that.
we
So.
go. All right, perfect. We're all on the same page.
Yeah.
All right.
Nick, let's keep this boat floating.
Moving on. It was reported that Caleb Williams for the Bears, he had to seek outside sources to find film because Shane Waldron wasn't doing it with him. He wasn't doing his
What an
job.
offensive coordinator.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he came from Seattle.
You would be correct.
Why do you think he's not there anymore?
Why do you think he's not anywhere anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, my God. That's the bare minimum as a coach.
The worst part is
Rookie. He's a rookie
No,
quarterback.
not even that. The next part is that he had to make his own room to review film alone because the coaching staff didn't implement that for him. So could we blame his rookie flaws on the fact that he just didn't get the proper attention?
Some
Yes.
but
I
not
think
all.
we can.
No, nowhere close.
Dom,
to
if
all.
you're not watching film, your preparations.
Yes, I completely
messed
agree.
up.
I completely agree, and I do think that's contributed to it. But I think it was more than just that one fact that contributed to why his rookie season went the way it
But
did.
you have to admit, that's a huge
That's
It
a
is.
huge-
Yes, and I will
That,
admit
for
that
me, was
it is
eye-opening
huge.
when I read it. That for me was like, okay, so now we have to contribute a lot of his
It's concerning for Shane Waldron that this is even
Yes.
like you're getting paid a lot of money and you can't even go over film with your rookie quarterback. I mean, your rookie quarterback's doing it himself.
And if they assumed it was because of how he was a generational talent, then that's even more. I don't care
It's
what
even
you are.
stupider.
If you're in
Yeah.
the league, you're in the pros. You still need to do the same
Think about how many
things.
generational talents turn out to be nothing or turn out to be eh.
Or potentially watching out Trevor Lawrence.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. For me, this is a huge eye-opener.
I mean, look at Jamarcus Russell. The guy didn't watch film. Look what happened to him.
I don't want to say his name because I like him a lot, but Johnny Football. Carelessness and behind the scenes of the football, of preparing for football, is a huge contributor to what your on-field looks like.
Yeah.
So we watched a lot of quarterbacks fail, and I'd hate to watch Caleb fail. Hopefully, Ben Johnson fixed all this. But
think he
but
will.
if it goes
Oh, yeah.
perfectly as planned, there's your golden ticket to what was the problem rookie year.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
Well, time will tell.
Yeah.
Dom's favorite saying.
that's our famous saying on the show.
Moving on, the Saints have officially hired Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore. He came from the Cowboys as well. This
he
has
should've been a
been
coach a
happening
long
for a
time
long
ago.
time. Yeah.
I think
They just needed to wait for the season to
when
be
he
over.
was the OC for the Cowboys, I wanted him to be hired, and I think at one point in time I did want it to be Denver that hired him.
I
but-
never did, to be
I don't know. I've always
honest.
liked Kellen Moore. At least give him a shot. If you're gonna go run through a bunch of OCs, why has he not been the one that's been ran through yet? So I'm glad that it's going to New Orleans. They're a city that needs it desperately.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they need something.
Because they're in cap hell. They have roster spots to fill. They need a
Terrible.
lot
Yeah,
of
they're just awful.
guided direction with
Yeah,
this.
they
'cause
need
I don't know if he'll
tear
be able
down.
to fix it right away.
Yeah, I wonder how he's gonna fix
But
it.
I don't know where you go
I
about
don't
it.
know
if
The
he
fact that
can.
he took the job right away makes me somewhat hopeful. I hope there's a plan in place.
He's got to have a plan. Yeah.
But I don't know where you go because I can tell you right now, even I sit there and I think this is a project that requires a lot of
And it's gonna take
patience
time.
and time.
Time.
Yes.
You can start by giving Kamara to the Broncos.
Well, they just re-signed him, so I don't know if that'll be happening. But I mean,
Kamara?
You can.
You mean Kamara?
Yeah, you said that weird. Kamara. Alvin
Kamara.
Kamara.
It's the
Is
same
it
thing.
Kamara?
Kamara?
I think it's Kamara, but it could be Kamara. Whatever. Why are we?
You all know who I was talking about.
I don't know.
I did. Yeah.
Jaden Williams.
All-pro tight end Will Levis. Dom, we need a compilation of every name.
Laviska
swap you've
Chenault,
ever-
Panthers head coach.
Yeah, that was not even on recording until now.
Glenn? Who was it? Was
Yeah,
someone
just
else?
the Jets just hired Glenn.
Glenn.
Moving on, the Saints also hired Brandon Staley to be their defensive coordinator. Brandon Staley was the Chargers head coach, who was generationally awful.
I hate these things because I don't hate the hire. I hate the wording of them because they're like anticipated to hire. Why are we reporting it? Just
say
say
it.
he's
Just say
hired
it.
because like they even said in the news report, he worked with him in L.A. So clearly there's ties there. If they're reporting on it, there's probably some smoke where the fire is, and there's connection. You're comfortable with it. You
Look
know
at
what
us
it
with
is.
Darren Rizzi.
And they still haven't announced that officially. It's expected.
ridiculous.
It's,
Yeah.
it's terrible. I
Just
hate
announce
it.
it.
The wording.
Just announce
it's,
it or
it's all
don't
timing
announce
and
it.
publicity. It's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
With my last piece of news before we move on to Gabe, we have former Patriots linebacker joining his former head coach, and Jamie Collins with the University of North Carolina coaching staff.
I did not expect Jamie Collins of all players to become a head coach or to become a coach.
I'm not
head
even
coach.
surprised
That
though. I
is-
mean,
It's
if they,
weird.
I butchered that.
It's
But
just
it's just
out of the blue.
it is out of the blue, but can you be surprised?
I'm not surprised that he's dragging Patriot players.
Yeah.
But Jamie Collins, in my eyes,
Of
is
all-
Go
a
get
shocking
Teddy
name.
Bruschi. Go get Dante
Teddy-
Hightower.
I was gonna say Hightower was an assistant last year, I
Yeah.
think. So and under Bill before he left the Patriots. That's what I'm saying. There's so many other pieces and more credible names.
Gerard Mayo.
Don't get me wrong, Jamie Collins is good, but I don't think that he was the greatest off. I think there were some locker room issues along the way in his career at some point. In
They
time.
traded him for
And then
a
he came
reason.
back for another tenure in
Yeah.
like 2018, 19, right before Brady left.
Yeah.
All bullshit aside, it's odd. It's odd.
I mean,
I think it's worth
they
noting.
banished him to Cleveland.
Yeah,
Like they didn't do right by him at all.
That's what I'm saying. I could be misreading the whole situation. I just don't think it's the right guy. But hey, who knows? It's college football. Any experience is some experience.
I've said on this show many times I know nothing about college football, so maybe it works out and is great. Who knows?
Yeah. Time will
I'm a
tell.
casual when it comes
Oh,
to
this
college.
guy. Let's put it on a T-shirt.
Time will tell.
Time will
yeah.
tell. Dom,
Let's
show
sell
you
it.
want
Put
want
that on.
Let's sell it.
T-shirt.
Do you want it on a T-shirt, Dom?
Yeah. Time will tell.
Jordan, can you get that in the books for us? Time will tell on a T-shirt. Get the mock-ups. On to the next piece of news. The 49ers have granted Deebo Samuel permission to seek a trade partner.
He is a Bronco.
I didn't
You
even-
guys probably don't want him. He's at this point
No, I
washed.
really don't.
I was
I'd
gonna
rather have Cooper Kupp.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say I don't know if he's the guy I want, but I did say last night to Nick, if it's cheap and the trade is
Yeah.
barely anything, what
take
is there
it.
to lose?
Take
What
it.
is there to lose?
Yeah.
Because the gamble is that last year was an outlier year. Didn't go his way. The whole team had a flunk year. So hopefully that's the reason you come to Denver and it's a whole different situation. It works out. I don't know that happens. I don't even know that they're interested in Denver.
Yeah.
But the reason there's a whole speculation about this is because yesterday on some sort of Bleacher Report show or podcast, they asked Debo who's the team to watch out for next season, and he said the Broncos. They got Bo Nix. They said they got an insane defense. They just need one more piece. Why would he say that if he
Would
was
he not be the perfect Joker? That's
Literally.
literally Sean
What was
Payton's
his nickname? A
exact
wide back
description.
or whatever?
Yeah.
He played both a running back and wide receiver for 2-3 years ago. He was when he had his prime year
Yeah.
for it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not opposed to it. Any help is some help. But out of the options we have,
Out of what
mine-
we just saw from him this past year, I think I'm much more comfortable with Cooper Kupp.
I think
going
that's
to
That's
the
why you
Broncos,
buy
so-
now
I
on
think
Debo.
that's why
though.
everyone's hesitant. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Cooper Kupp. I want him more than anything else in the
we
world.
know. We know.
I am in love with Cooper Kupp.
Well, there it is,
there
folks.
it is.
But buy low on Debo while you can. Right
You think-
now is
you
the
think
time.
now
This
is
is
the
the lowest
lowest?
his value is.
Because no team's betting yet on it. So, yeah, you're right. I just think right now my options between – because right now, realistically, the options for the Broncos in the offseason are going to be Garrett Wilson, Cooper Kupp, and now Debo. I would go Garrett Wilson 1A, Cooper Kupp 1B, and then option 2 would be Debo. But I think you can go wrong either way direction. You need to find help.
You need something.
And then you need to address, in my opinion, the tight end position
end
round
and running
one.
back.
In round one, you've got Colston Loveland or Tyler Warren sitting there for you at either one. And I think that Tyler Warren is your joker. He's played running back. He's played quarterback. He's played at all-pro level at tight end in college.
Sounds like a
That's a
Taysom Hill to
joker.
me.
That's why I think Sean's going to fall in love with him. But we're going to wait till deeper in the offseason to address that. We'll let that keep building and keep getting more hype around it. The next piece of news we have is the New York Jets boys have informed Aaron Rodgers that they're moving on from him. So my question to you guys: who
I
will
don't
be
know
the
what to
Jets
say.
quarterback in
Sam Darnold or
2025?
Zach
Yeah.
Wilson.
Now the
don't
next
return to
question:
New
do they
York.
draft? Do they sign? Where do they go? How do they do it?
I don't, being an outsider, not a Jets fan, and looking in at the Jets, like, I don't even know what to say at this point to their organization. Aaron Rodgers put up pretty goddamn decent numbers for what he did this year.
Yeah,
and
but
who he
I was
was
gonna say, so
surrounded with.
I
It's not
thought it was a
fit.
low year,
It's
but
not
a
a good
lot
fit.
of people, I think it was you guys actually, who also pointed out to me that for Aaron Rodgers it was a low year, but it
For the
wasn't a
Jets,
bad
it
year
was a great
among.
year.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't bad among the
Comparing
actual,
him to other quarterbacks,
Yeah,
it
and then
was-
for the Jets, like you just said, it was probably one of
It
the
was
best statistical quarterback years they've
Joe
had.
Namath is in the Hall of Fame. He had a losing record as a starter.
Yeah.
And a 54% completion percentage.
So I think with the cutting type this is, and I don't know if you guys know this, Aaron Glenn and the coaching staff informed Aaron Rodgers yesterday
Glenn.
that that if they brought him back, one of the things they wanted was he could no longer do the Pat McAfee show every Tuesday. Now that's big because it's not even just.
And then the day after, they're like, "No, you're not coming."
It's
back."
not even
So,
just like we don't want you to do that. That was a control thing. Because what did Aaron Rodgers have on the Pat McAfee show? A platform with people who defended him, who spread narratives. Not only that, we don't know that he didn't. We don't know that he probably utilized the Pat McAfee show to get things out to get what he wanted. So I like that this is happening for the sake of Aaron Glenn just doing this the right way. He's maintaining control and he's setting an expectation right now.
he's building a culture.
And-
This is how it starts.
So yes, it's not pretty, but we also probably all know the first year or two of this is not going to be pretty. So you might
Hasn't
as well
been pretty
make.
for the
So
last
now,
14
do we
years.
think Devontae Adams follows?
Yes.
Eventually, yes. I don't think it's me right now, but I think later in the offseason,
So you
maybe
think
right
he's
before the
gonna-
draft, we're going to see him traded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because what ties does he have to the Jets? What does he do for them?
Nothing.
You have
It
no
was all Aaron
quarterback. You
Rodgers.
have exactly. So I think I would hope they do right by him, but maybe they'll just say screw it. Maybe we're going to trade him just because we know we can get at least a third.
Why
for
bother
him.
doing right
But
by
the
him?
market for receivers right now is kind of mollywop.
So this is my question to you guys. So now, if Devontae Adams goes to get traded, does he get added to the list of potential landing spots in
No.
Denver?
No, but by all means, if it's an opportunity, oh my God, please take it. Because I used to be the biggest Devontae Adams guy. You think he's on his downhill right now? I think he's still got something left in the tank.
I think he's on his downhill, but he's still decent enough that he's better than average.
Like
It
I don't.
depends on the price.
So then, because let's be realistic, we
Well,
could
that's how it is
honestly,
with everyone.
realistically be looking at an Amari Cooper scenario. I think that Devontae Adams is still yards ahead of Amari. I think that
I'll agree with that.
where I look at this, I think where you're kind of viewing this is kind of like DeAndre Hopkins leaving the Cardinals. That's the similar spot. I still think Devontae Adams has a year or two of an elite year left in him.
But are we willing to give up a second or third round
Okay,
draft
well-
pick
well,
for 2 years?
No, but like he's saying though, they might be willing to sell him low of a third or fourth because the way the market's going right now for receivers is terrible. I mean, we watched Amari Cooper go for a fifth. We've watched other receivers get traded for absolutely change.
Nick, can I make that same argument to do with you with Cooper Kupp?
Cooper
He
Kupp is coming off of a bad injury.
Not even bad, many injuries that
Yeah.
have followed.
Devontae Adams is not.
Exactly.
So
if
the
I'm
value
gonna,
there is different.
If I'm gonna buy, so assuming, like you just said, assuming he's in play for as a possibility to acquire him, I would say that he would be my solidified number one over Garrett Wilson. Because I think we're not going to shoot for longevity. We're going to shoot for let's open the window right now and let's compete
Yep,
while
let's
Bo's
go.
young.
So with Garrett Wilson leaving,
Rookie contract. You need to
And
Aaron Rodgers
potentially-
leaving, and Devontae Adams potentially leaving, do we think the Jets just strip down and rebuild again?
If they can acquire
need to.
capital, yes. But like I said, do they get a first round pick for Garrett Wilson? I don't think so. I wouldn't
I
give
don't
up a
know.
first for him. Devontae Adams, I pray if we're the team that gets him, third or worse. I don't think you sell higher than that for that kind of talent. So when you say blow it up, you've got to hope that people are willing to pay for these pieces because
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to. That's the problem with the Jets.
I feel like the
tell you
Jets
right
have
now,
been in this death cycle for just years and years.
But
and
it just
years.
I don't even see light at the end of the tunnel as a person who's. I'm not even looking at this from the Broncos standpoint anymore. From the standpoint of football, I don't know where you go. I don't know what direction you go in because now it's like, okay, where do they sit the draft? 7th, 8th, somewhere around there. What do you do? You're not gonna have Travis Hunter there. You're not gonna have any of the three premier, and by premier I mean this year's class of quarterbacks. Abdul Carter is likely gonna be gone by then. You might have a shot at a great offensive line and you can build from inside out, but I don't know. I don't know what you do. I really don't.
They lose Mekhi Becton, and then he goes to the Eagles and looks
And
fantastic.
Looks fantastic. Well, they switch him to interior
Yeah.
line, which
That's
still,
coaching.
You should be able to figure that out.
Yeah.
So there you go, coaching. Yeah. It's a tough situation, but it's thankfully not us in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'll take the pay that it
We
takes
were
to
pretty
do it, but
close for a second there.
I'll take the pay that it takes to do it. But moving on. So, boys, this past week before the Super Bowl, we had NFL honors, but more importantly, we had the inductees of the 2025 NFL Hall of Fame class. This year's members were Eric Allen. So, I don't know if you can tell, I put asterisks next to the teams. I put those as their most memorable years with the team. Mm-hmm. So, for Eric Allen, he was a defensive back. I put for the Philadelphia Eagles. He also played for, I believe, the Raiders at one point. Jarrett Allen, defensive end for Minnesota Vikings. We have Antonio Gates, one of my all-time favorite players, tight end for the LA Chargers. And this one I was super happy about. Sterling Sharp, wide receiver of the Green Bay Packers. This is the first brother duo to make it to the NFL Hall of Fame with him and Shannon Sharp now.
I did not know that.
You did not know that? Yeah. Yeah, I found that out. I was like, there's father-son tandems. There is
Archie.
not.
No, Archie's not in there.
Archie's not in there.
No.
Nope. But there is not a brother. Now there is with Shannon and Sterling. So, great. But now here's the... So, actually, first, before I move on so quickly to the next point, do you guys like this year's class? Do these pop out to you, or do you think they could have picked some different people before I move on to the next piece?
I like it for what it was. I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain.
I think Antonio Gates for sure is my favorite.
There's a couple of guys I think are missing.
So then you want me to get to it? All right. So I'm going to start with the first name. Nick, you can do the next one, all right, since it's on your mind. Was Eli Manning snubbed from the Hall of Fame?
No. Not
No?
at all.
No, he does not belong in the Hall
The
of Fame.
only reason that this is even an argument is because he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
So
and
here's
that's
the
because he
Hall
got
of
carried
Mid.
by.
I'm glad you said that.
Exactly.
So I'm going to say that the fact that that's a reason is a testament to how good Tom Brady is.
Exactly.
So now I'm going to give you the reasons why people are arguing why he should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Beats Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. You just said that, Dom. He's still
not
top
bad.
10 in all-time passing yards and touchdowns. And this stat, I will say, is remarkable in itself. 210 straight games, never missed one game with an injury in his 16-year career. That is remarkable regardless of what you did. But here are the reasons why he was not selected. And Dom, you're going to love one of these. Mediocre career of 117
The
record.
definition of mid.
His career passer rating of 84.1 ranked 60th all-time, which puts him below the man who replaced him in 2018,
God.
Geno Smith, with 84.8 of a passer rating. Now, Dom, how does that make you feel?
Geno Smith
Put
is a
Geno
Hall of
Smith in the
Famer?
Hall of Fame.
Okay, that's great. I was
Geno
trying to-
Smith, welcome. You got your gold jacket. buddy.
That's a wild statement. I'd love to see how people take that one. And
I'm getting
Clip
torn
that,
up later.
clip that.
and then the last two simply was never an All-Pro, and he only went to 4 Pro Bowls.
I don't think either of those last two ones are an argument.
So
on
I
either side, though.
really think and then
All-Pro maybe,
the
but-
basic argument and the narrative going around in the news right now is that he's had a ton of Hall of Fame moments. But I think it's important to say, but does that moment make your career a Hall of Fame career?
Exactly.
Because I've heard this argument for years, and I've always taken Peyton's side. I don't even know why it's an argument. Who's the better quarterback? Can we stop doing this brotherly shit in the Manning last name? And that's what it is. His last name's Manning, therefore he should be in it.
Mm-hmm.
No, at the end of the day, Peyton was the better quarterback. He's won MVPs. He's won.
There's no way that's a real debate.
People debate it all the time. You'd be
So
surprised.
That's
I think when it
insane.
comes to Hall of Fame, it's very similar to the MVP award. I think that we can't say he's not in the Hall of Fame because he won 117.
I
We
think
say
it's
he's not in the Hall of
absurd.
Fame because he got no All Pros.
Yeah.
What MVPs does he have to show? Did he carry his team to the Super Bowl every time he
the
went?
defense carried that to Michael Strahan.
Exactly. When he beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl,
Yes.
was he the one that carried them to that
Nope.
victory?
Nope.
No, I think a
They
helmet
got up like
catch
He
carried
helped
14
them.
points
Well,
a
well,
game.
we can say this. He helped get them there. That defense is what got that 9-7 wild card team to the Super Bowl. Because people fail to forget this. They were not a great team that year.
No.
They went 9-7, were the 6th seed, I believe, not the 7th seed. They didn't have that yet. They were the 6th seed. That defense carried them to the Super
Oh
Bowl.
yeah. And then
They
the
had already
crazy
lost to
helmet
the
catch
Patriots in
and
the
Yes.
regular season.
a little bit of luck's got to play in there too. So
Sure.
I-
The helmet catch.
I don't think he was snubbed in any way.
Or the
And
sideline,
I-
sideline
Yeah.
catch. That one was huge. That's why I think it's important, is that line right there. He's had a ton of Hall of Fame moments, but does that make your career a Hall of Fame career? No, it doesn't, because there's contributing factors.
It needs to be consistent, and you have to be.
We watched
MVP
Peyton Manning
level
go to
playing
a
on your
second team and make the same, if not more, of an impact than he did in his previous tenure with the Colts.
He
That's
had the
a Hall
best
of
season
Fame
for a
career.
quarterback ever.
Offensively.
And they
ever.
added an extra game, and still nobody's come close.
Nope. So now, Nick, I pass it to you because you mentioned another name tonight that I was like, oh, wait, I was pissed off about that too. So now,
I think there was a bigger snub than Eli Manning, and that's kicker Adam Vinatieri,
arguably the
Ooh.
greatest
the
kicker
greatest
in the
kicker
NFL
ever
to play.
for the Patriots and the
And
Colts.
Colts.
I actually met him personally. My football coach brought him to our practice to teach our kicker how to kick. It was pretty cool. We had the
That's
whole
insane,
team there.
dude.
It was really cool.
That is insane.
Why is he not in the Hall of Fame?
crazy.
He won multiple Super Bowls because of his kicks, the Patriots.
Mhm.
There's
don't
one
even
kicker in the
account-
Hall of Fame. One.
We don't even account for him saving the Tennessee Titans a few years back when they made the playoffs with the first seed. They had no kicker. Mike Vrabel said, I guess we're going to go back with one of the guys I
right.
played with. They pick up Adam Vinatieri.
Wow, I forgot
and
about
they
that.
finally were cruising, and unfortunately they lost to, I believe, the Ravens in the first round. When they actually had the first
Bengals, I think.
they had the
wasn't it?
they had the first bye week. I believe they lost. Actually, it might have been the
It was
Bengals. You
the
might be right.
Bengals.
Yeah.
It was the year they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's got to be getting up there now. He's got to be what, 50,
Vinatieri?
52.
It's pretty close.
He's thankfully, I think he stepped away officially. He's been retired since 2019, right?
Well, if he's eligible for the Hall of Fame, he must be
2019 or
retired.
18. Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri is 52 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to say he retired after that year. Actually,
So he was
probably-
playing when he was like 45, 46.
that's why when Vrabel picked him up, everyone was like, "This isn't a good idea," and then he kept nailing
That's
kick after
good.
kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he even went back to the Patriots for a little stint too before that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't think so.
I think he was with Belichick when they had Cam Newton. Or actually, no, it might have been before that. It would have been right before Brady left. Because I remember he went back to them for a while. Oh no, I'm thinking of
I don't think so.
no, I'm thinking of what's his name.
How many years after you retire are you eligible for the Hall of Fame?
5.
5 years?
No, I mixed those guys up. Take back everything I said. I mixed up him with Nick. Gosh, what's his
Folk?
last? Folk. Yeah. I don't know. I mixed them.
Bless you.
Them up.
Thank
yeah.
you.
I remember the Vrabel going back to a Patriot guy. That's what it was. But still, yeah. I dragged
Yeah.
us a little off track. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it happens when you're talking football. You get mixed up with names.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there.
A lot.
Jaden Williams.
So, tying back thumbs.
Never.
But to bring it back, we also had the NFL honor. So for our 2024
Yep.
picks, if you didn't already see them, the graphics on the Instagram, these were the selections, and they were somewhat spot on to what we picked, but we'll see what they were. MVP was Josh Allen.
Yes, sir.
Offensive Player of the Year was Saquon Barkley. Defensive Player of the Year was Patrick Surtain II. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Jaden Daniels, quarterback of the Washington Commanders.
Commies.
Defensive Rookie of the Year was Jared Verse. Love it.
That's my pick.
Any boy from FSU I support.
This
Coach
one's
of the
bullshit.
Year
This is
goes to
bullshit.
This
Kevin
is absurd.
O'Connell.
Absurd.
Wait.
Dan
Let me announce
Quinn.
the next one, and then I want you to tell me why. Walter Payton Man of the Year award went to Arik Armstead of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That award is kind of, I don't really know.
I'm not gonna comment on
I don't
that
know what
award.
plays into that
It's-
award. Congratulations if you won it. There's so many factors and
It's
community
like
things you have
donating
to
for
do.
the
Yeah.
community, yeah.
But so many players do it that I don't even know how the selection works. So I'm just gonna say congratulations. Let's move on to where
Coach of the Year, Kevin
Yeah.
O'Connell. That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Yep.
It's a beautiful place
Da-
to start the clip right there.
Dan
Keep
Quinn.
going.
That was good.
Dan Quinn took a awful Washington team and brought a rookie quarterback not only to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but brought them to what?
NFC Championship.
Exactly. And you're going to tell me
And
that
made
Kevin
Offensive Rookie of the
O'Connell,
Year out of his rookie quarterback.
who went out in the first round as what, a 14-2 team?
He got rewarded for making Sam Darnold look mid.
14-3. Yeah.
Yeah.
He made Sam Darnold look
Nick's
mid.
been arguing
So
all
now
year
he's
that
the
Sam
best
Darnold
coach of all
wasn't
time.
what everyone thought he was. So
And that's bullshit because Jaden Daniels, I get, he's a prospect. He's amazing. But he's a rookie still. You're a new coach with a
New ownership
historically
group.
awful team
New
with a
name.
rookie quarterback, and you guys go that far in the playoffs.
It's, that's why I wanted him so bad.
arguably one of the top defenses of this year's season.
I think other than the Eagles, they probably were the top defense.
It's crazy.
It's absurd that he didn't win. I'm sorry.
I'm glad that Dom. I know you're gonna argue to the death, you, but I'm glad that Barkley at least. I mean, we all already knew it. He was gonna get offensive player of the year. No one had a
deserved
better.
it,
No one better
100%.
had an offensive
Oh,
year.
he deserved it, but
100%.
I'm still standing strong. I think he should have got it.
I don't see how anymore.
How? I'm gonna save it.
Save it.
We have to talk about that game. Because I have a lot to say.
Well, guess
I
what,
have a lot
Nick?
to say.
That's the perfect segue. Unless Dom wants to throw one more point in, I did see you raise your hand. So if
No,
you,
go.
you want me
Segue.
to?
I'll argue
All
with
right.
you later.
Super Bowl 59 with the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, in which the score was 40-22, and the Kansas City
How
Chiefs.
sweet it is.
Whoa.
Kansas City
Kansas
Chiefs.
City Chiefs.
How about them Chiefs?
Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, they
got
played
it.
like Chiefs. What the hell that means?
Absolutely. Whoa.
That's the word I thought you were getting at. And I'm like,
No.
wow, that's bold.
No, I did not say that. Nick did say that. In this game, the Chiefs got it handed to them. I even put in my notes that the Philadelphia Eagles made this game feel personal. Actually, A.J. Brown said it best after the game. Actually, I forgot what he said. It was
He said it the best.
It was in my
But I
head.
forgot what he said.
No, but
Just
the clip,
take his word for
wait,
it.
the
Yeah,
clip
yeah.
was in my head, and it just
Trust
lost.
me, bro. Trust
But
me,
the
bro.
line was something along the lines of, "We can't rewrite history, but we can damn sure make it." That line right there couldn't be any more truthful than this right here, because they can't change anything that happened 2 years ago in Arizona. when they play Kansas City the first time. But they sure as hell can go in here and make a statement, and they did that. I mean, first drive of the game, 4th and 3, you throw a 30-plus yard ball to A.J. Brown on the sideline. You know, even Brady said, I don't like that. A couple calls Brady didn't like. He didn't like the helmet-to-helmet on, who was their tight end for the Eagles? Dallas Goedert. He didn't like that call. He didn't like the offensive PI on A.J. Brown.
The 2 opening penalties.
Tom Brady said
both,
that in these kind of critical games, you got to let these
let
calls
them
slide.
play.
You got to let them slide.
And when I saw that first pass interference, I leaned back on my couch and I'm like, if this game goes like this, I swear to God.
Well, guess what? Thanks to the Philadelphia Eagles defense and Vic Fangio, you did not have to watch that. I have never watched a defensive line go after a quarterback like this.
This looked exactly like the Bucs.
Carter
Chiefs
wiped him out on one of those sacks in the 4th quarter. Like, he went to go throw and just got popped.
I love the picture of the hand in his face.
And then Josh Sweat off the edge over and over. And then
even Brandon Graham was getting
Brandon Graham looked phenomenal for his first game
and it was his first game back.
It's probably, unfortunately,
it's probably his last. I would go out on
How
top
many
like
sacks
this.
were recorded in this game?
6.
I think there were 6 by just the Eagles, or 5 by the Eagles.
The Eagles did not blitz once.
Yeah, I did see that. They had 0%
The
blitz
Eagles
rate.
had a 4-line D the whole time,
Vic
sending
Fangio
4
right there.
guys.
That's an old Chicago defense,
Defensive
baby.
genius, man.
And
Great coordinator,
I wish
mid
we
head
could've
coach.
kept him. Yeah.
And they just dominated. I mean, the pass.
There's no
So
other way
one
to
thing that
say
stuck out
it.
to me when I rewatched the game today was Travis Kelce. I had to go pay attention because, you know, we all watched the Chiefs. We all celebrated every play that we watched. But I had to go back and I had to look at the lows of the Chiefs. I needed to see what they really did wrong. And a lot of these plays are things we used to see Travis Kelce excel at. Maintaining edge, sealing the edge, going across line of scrimmage and picking up the guy on the other side while Creed Humphrey would pull out. And I'm sorry, Travis Kelce,
Washed.
you need
Trash.
Look, I know people hate him. I understand that. But I'm looking at this for the respect standpoint of this.
I don't respect him.
You have to consider retirement this season to protect everything you've done thus far.
Because they're going to cut him.
Because a lot of the plays I went and looked at, the entire offensive line's moving. He's not even moving yet. Josh Sweat's already getting around him. You know, then he goes and gets the ball. They throw the ball at him. He's either getting cracked by 2 guys or he's dropping the ball and he looks gassed. He just doesn't
down.
look the same.
He's
I don't know
old.
what it is.
He's washed.
But a year ago, we didn't see that. We saw the typical playoff Travis Kelce that we all hate watching. And then
What do you have? 4 catches, 39 yards? He's not even listed
I didn't
on
even list it because it was under 40 yards. Yes, it was 39. And then to add to this, I wish I listed it actually. The Chiefs are losing, I think, 8 notable free agents this year. Or not losing, but are up for free agency contracts. Nick Bolton is one of them. That is the caller of your defense. Trey Smith. I know the offensive line shit the bed in this game.
He's one of their better
But
offensive
it's one of your
linemen.
better interior linemen.
Him and Creed Humphrey.
Hollywood Brown's up for contract. Yes, he's not great, but your receiving core has
barely
Xavier
played.
Worthy and no one else.
So, Gabe, you mentioned a
Hopkins.
very interesting name when you were just going on that spiel, and that is Josh Sweat. That is someone that
Bringing up a thing from the past here, huh?
bring up thing
That
from
was
the
from,
past.
like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I am.
I don't know when you said that. What did I say? But yeah,
No,
keep
you
going.
brought up Josh Sweat.
Yeah, he
and
played phenomenal. It's one of the best games I've ever seen him play.
He did not get enough recognition for how good he played. He recorded 6 tackles, 2.5 sacks. He was dominating the pass.
Killed Patrick Mahomes with
Literally.
the sacks from behind. It
Literally,
was
yeah.
insane.
And it had pressure on him the whole night. I wish they recorded just the amount of dropbacks that he forced.
I wish quarterback pressures was a more looked at stat.
Yeah.
It is the most underrated stat in football.
Oh, easily.
You know, we want to talk about EPA, but we won't talk about quarterback pressures. I don't want to hear about EPA until we consider other stats.
So
Yeah.
now, do you guys think? Now, there's an argument going out that Josh Sweat should have won MVP for
no,
this
I wouldn't
game.
go there. I wouldn't go that far.
I don't think it's going
because
that
if you're
far
gonna go
either.
that far, you might as well just make Vic Fangio the MVP.
Most
Or
valuable
Cooper DeJean,
player
or
cannot
Cooper
go to
DeJean.
a coach.
Hey, first
I
player
wish,
to
I
ever
know.
score a touchdown in a Super Bowl on his birthday.
Go.
And it was a white.
Oh, it was
cornerback.
Saquon's birthday too.
And it was a white cornerback.
Nice.
But
nice.
he didn't.
What? He's making
score a
history. I
touchdown.
don't care. He made history.
Let's not bring race
Or
into it.
Jackie
Well,
Robinson.
I'm not going there. I'm just
This
saying.
is like the same
it's
people
a white
that,
cornerback. We have 3 of them in the league. I'm celebrating
This
the
is like-
fact that we watched one of them go off
no,
in his first Super Bowl
That's
game.
equivalent to the people that when Sterling Sharp Jr. got inducted in, they were like, "This is
Senior.
the first black brothers to get inducted." Like, it doesn't matter. It's the first brothers. Like it.
There's 3 white corners in
I
the
haven't
league.
heard one
I
person
celebrate.
say
Yeah,
that.
whatever.
No,
What?
it's-
I think you're the only
Yeah,
one.
you're the
thinking
only one.
No, it's. Nothing
Are
to
you
do
not
with the
happy
race.
for Cooper DeJean?
Oh, I
Absolutely,
am,
I'm
but
happy for him.
why do I care if he's white or not?
not saying
Why
you have
do I
to
care if Sterling
Whoa,
Sharp
whoa,
Jr.
whoa!
is
Don't
black?
just paint
It's a
the
fact.
picture. I'm just saying it's badass.
It's just
like,
a thing that happened.
Like I love Cooper DeJean. I love all the memes around him. I loved him when he was at Iowa.
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 Iowa. And then now he comes into the Super Bowl his first year and balls out.
Oh yeah.
If Riley Moss did that, I'm going crazy.
Bro, I'm buying
I
every jersey.
Like I
in
low-key
stock,
some days
like-
love Riley Moss more than PS2 just because it's just so cool. You don't get it.
Whoa.
He said, "Whoa, time out,
Slow that
time
down
out,
real
time out."
quick.
Dude,
buddy.
I'm just saying. there's
Defensive
not-
player of the year.
I'm chill. Like, I know. PS2 is him. He's the best corner in the league, which a lot of people lately have been pissed off for saying that because they think Gonzo is the best corner in the league. What has
Shut
Gonzo
up.
done?
Name one thing that Gonzo has done.
Because he didn't. They
Because
compared
the team around him sucks.
No, they compared. They didn't let up a touchdown.
team
Neither did
around him
Patrick
suck.
Surtain. Patrick Surtain, when guarding the top 5 receivers in the league, under 100 yards.
George Pickens is the only one you could say really got him, but he had 2 catches for 16 yards.
Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo.
So I want to put it out there for the viewers and maybe the people that fell asleep in the middle of this game. 40-22, I don't think is an accurate score to represent
was-
the game. It was
it
40-0.
was 46
until the
This
fourth
was
quarter.
this was the biggest deficit
final
since
3 minutes.
the
Put the
Broncos
third stringers
played
in.
the Seahawks.
All right, yes, I know. They put that the big-ass new graphic they have. Fox, can we get a new graphic? What was that? That looked like I designed it and
That
like...
was terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I could have done that in Bizarre.
You guys missed.
Literally, it was block numbers, block
Yeah.
letters with a background behind it. I could have done that on Instagram
It looked
story.
like something you see in Roblox.
Like, it was terrible.
But you guys missed my stat.
I'm sorry.
36-0 is the biggest Super Bowl
Oh, we heard you.
deficit
I went
since
over
the
it.
Broncos
I went
and
over it.
Seahawks.
I heard you. I heard you.
Good, good.
I made sure Fox made sure they made it nice and big at the
Oh
bottom
yeah.
of the screen.
Oh, I loved it. I saw it and I'm like, oh, they're gonna love this one. But yeah.
Okay,
And also,
I
I
moved
love
on.
it.
I moved on real
I'll
quick.
go. I'll say
just so
it.
you know, for all those Kansas City Chiefs fans that's saying they still made history, yeah, they made
Yeah,
history.
they made history. all right.
29 yards of offense in the first half is the least amount of
Their
offense in
running
the Super
backs
Bowl since
combined for, like,
1990.
under 15 yards.
Yeah.
I think Patrick Mahomes had more
He
rushing
was
yards.
terrible. Can we talk about how rattled he looked?
The throws were
The
terrible.
whole team looked
What is
rattled.
he doing?
Yeah, every time they showed the sidelines, even the beginning, I never saw one player getting up and like, guys, we're in this. They were all just stunned
like,
the
straight
entire
faced,
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like they
They
came
got
out-
punched in the mouth and they didn't know what to do about it.
Yeah. And then
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the vibe was in the pregame. I don't know what it
Coaching.
was, but they just came off.
Xavier
very,
Worthy was
very-
the only receiver that somewhat had his head out of his ass. I mean, DeAndre
157
Hopkins
yards,
dropped.
2 tugs.
He's the only player that I'm actually like. That's the only bright spot next year going into the next season. Like,
So does the Empire fall? Does the kingdom
the
Um,
burn?
Empire has fallen.
I don't know. I mean,
Is it too early to tell though?
we said this when Tyreek Hill left, and look what happened. I'm not jumping to conclusions
Who-
yet. I'm gonna enjoy this while we have it.
Because they're still a favorite for next year's Super Bowl.
I know I hate that. I hate
And I'm
that.
like,
Says
why?
who? Nick Wright?
Nick Wright, dude. Did you see
Did
the?
you see the parade?
They had the parade come out behind him. That was
Came
fucking hilarious. I wish we could have Nick Wright on this show.
Oh, let's get him with his eye bags and his greasy Joker hair. And
Hey, he looked better with the long hair than he did the short hair.
Nope.
You got a thing out for Nick Wright. You hate him.
I hate Nick Wright.
Nick Wright, you're welcome to the show.
Nick
any
Wright
day.
could do anything and I wouldn't like it.
Nick Wright, you are welcome to the show. Yeah, I don't know what else. That's basically how I felt this Super Bowl. I can't honestly. Before we move on, I want to say this was probably the most fun I've had in a while because it literally felt like I was watching the Broncos win. Like this was the equivalent to watching my own
This
team
was
win.
fantastic.
Like it was so. It was
because we're all rooting for the Eagles. And guess what? All of our pick'ems were right. That's
This
the
is
first
true.
time
That's the
every
first
single
time
one
that
of our
every-
pick'ems have right across the board. It was because we all did
We
one
only had
team.
one game to pick on.
50-50.
we had a 50-50 shot.
But we could have
We're
been
all
wrong.
in this
We could
together.
have been wrong. We could have been
Yeah.
very wrong.
That would have been a very,
I'd have been so upset.
very sad night.
I still would have won.
Yeah, you won. We get
Yeah.
it. All right, we understand.
Good
it.
for you.
Yeah,
Good
wait
for
till
you.
next season when it
Yes,
starts.
come back.
Yo, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I chose to
Want me to do
ignore
it on
it.
your side?
It's the fact that you just doubled down. That's crazy.
It's the fact you
I
looked me
think-
right in the eyes when you
I
did
think
that.
that's your segue into your segment.
Yeah, go for
Oh,
it.
hold up.
What did I miss?
So, all
Oh,
season
boy.
long, including this episode, mainly him, but somewhat you two, have said Saquon Barkley is the
Oh,
most valuable
I
player
forgot.
on the Eagles. And look what happens in the Super
Most
Bowl.
valuable player in the
I
NFL.
am speaking. He
I think you need to do it again.
Didn't-
I didn't hear you.
even have 100 yards total, rushing and receiving.
Listen,
Nick,
Nick,
look at me.
No,
look at me.
No,
look at me.
no,
Look at
I
me.
am in the middle
don't-
of talking.
I don't give a shit. Look at me in the eye.
I am
Look
not
at me
going to
in the
listen
eye.
to you. I will take.
Do you want to know why
I will
he
take
only
my
had-
headphones off and keep talking over
Do
you.
you know why he only had
I'm not
100
even
yards of
kidding.
Take him off,
rushing?
take him
Because he was getting stuffed by the Chiefs' defensive line.
Because that's the
every
only
single
thing
play.
they did right. Because their defensive coordinator only
So
game planned
how
on stopping
in
Saquon
the world
Barkley.
is he the most valuable if he did absolutely nothing
Because
the whole game?
he was able to bring enough attention on a Super Bowl caliber team to
No.
make their whole defense focus on just stopping him. The Chiefs'
That's not how that
defense
works.
was lost in stopping the pass game. And since when
Because
is
Jalen Hurts played out of his mind.
Since
Every-
when
no,
is
shut
Philly
up.
known for the pass
Every
game?
single
Since
one
when?
of his passes was perfect.
Because you're stupid.
Bro, every single one of his passes was perfect. You have to admit. He was on
Yes,
the money
yes,
every
he
single
was-
time.
he was on the
Most
money.
That
valuable-
pass
he
to
was on the
Devontae
money.
Smith was clean.
But since when have we seen
How about the pass to
Jalen
Jahan
Hurts
Dotson?
put up over 200 yards in a game?
Who cares?
Never, because they
Did
run.
Saquon Barkley win them this game?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I
How?
firmly believe yes.
How?
Because the Chiefs' defense in their game plan was so focused on stopping him that they forgot about
No,
the pass.
that's not how that works. Spags would never, ever, ever let that happen.
That's what he did.
No, he didn't.
No, he clearly
He just
did.
couldn't stop Jalen Hurts because he's that good.
He clearly did.
No. What are your thoughts?
Jalen Hurts has been consistently mid this season. It's been the O-line
I'll let
giving
him
him
finish.
momentous amounts of time, and the O-line's rush block allowing
You're going to
Saquon
blame him
Barkley-
because his team is good?
No!
You just did it! Buddy, you just said.
Listen.
You
listen,
just finished saying.
I
It's because of
understand
his
that you're-
offensive line.
I understand you're
Oh
not
my
capable of
God.
understanding that there's more to
Whoa,
the pass game
personal shots.
than just
Nick, I wouldn't take
listen.
Who won
listen,
MVP of this game?
Jalen Hurts.
End
Because
of
he
discussion.
because he put
End
up the
the discussion
best stats.
right there.
He
Cut the
deserved
clip.
it.
It's over.
He deserved it.
that. Cut the clip.
He deserved it.
That's it. That's it right there.
Pausing it right
That's it right there.
Because
End
he
it
was
right
able to
there.
put up better yards than Saquon Barkley because the whole Chiefs defense was
He's
focused on
making my
stopping the
point
run,
for me. He rushed for 72 yards.
which is phenomenal going against one of the best rushing defenses in the league, which whole game plan was focused on stopping him.
You're sabotaging yourself right now.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that if Saquon Barkley was not an MVP caliber running back, then their whole game plan would not be focused on stopping him, and maybe their heads would be out of their asses trying to stop Jalen Hurts from throwing over 150 yards in a game.
Is his head in his ass?
I
You
don't
have
think
no
he
right
knows
to
where his
talk.
head is.
You said I don't have the right to talk.
No, you don't.
I'll start ending the show right now if I damn well please. All right, continue. This is entertaining.
I'm done.
Oh,
I
you're
spoke
done? Okay.
my point.
I do want to say this.
He made
yes,
my point.
Yes, Saquon contributed immensely in the pass pro game, which allowed Jalen to run. But Jalen, no, I'm not done.
Big whoop. He's a blocker.
But
Big whoop,
Jalen Hurts,
Big whoop.
But Jalen
Give
Hurts,
friggin' Lane Johnson MVP then.
But Jalen Hurts did what a quarterback should do,
Yes.
and that's throw the ball better than
Perfect
any
every
other
single
person
time.
in the biggest game of the year. I'm not kidding when I say that every ball was placed perfectly to a T.
Most
Jahan
valuable.
Dotson looked as good as A.J. Brown did if he'd gotten one more catch. If he had one more catch,
If he
I
had
would've put him
one
on the
more
stat
step
sheet.
into
Yeah.
the end zone,
Yeah, literally.
that's a touchdown.
If he wasn't marked short on the pylon right there. Hands down.
And
Best game of his
I
career.
can agree with that. Jalen Hurts was on the money when he had to be, and he performed.
So what's your
when he
argument
had
for
to be.
Saquon to be MVP then?
Saquon's MVP? Because first off,
Whoa, Super Bowl
because
or
of what he
season?
could
Super
have
Bowl or
done.
no,
season?
I'm talking about season. The Super
Okay.
Bowl isn't even in contention for the MVP award. The MVP award was given before the Super Bowl even happened.
Because he was playing lights out. Jalen Hurts played the game of his life. That right there just
Yes, but
solidified
I'm
his
not
career.
talking about the Super Bowl. I'm talking about the whole season in general.
Yeah, but if Josh Allen didn't play, the Bills win 4 or 5 games.
Exactly.
If Barkley doesn't play, we maybe still get 10 wins out of this
Okay,
team.
but
They went to the Super Bowl
then
2
what's
years
your
ago
argument?
without him.
Then what's your argument over Josh Allen winning MVP over Lamar Jackson if Lamar Jackson had better stats
He
in
had
every
Derrick
single
Henry on
statistical
his
category?
Without Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are still going to be pretty freaking good. Without Josh Allen, the Bills are a poverty first overall pick.
You think Mitchell Trubisky wouldn't be able to hold that team on his back?
You can't even say
Did you
that
see what he did
smiling.
with the
Did
Bears?
you just see you smiling when you
Yes.
asked
I
that?
know,
Yeah.
I know.
I saw you right through that shit.
I was fucking around. Okay. I tried. I did all I could.
If that's all you could, then
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
over
take
it.
that dub. I'll
I'm
take
over
that
it.
dub like Kendrick.
I'm over it.
That was nice. That was nice.
I'm
Oh, yeah. Well, before we move on, how about the halftime show? Thoughts?
Fire.
I know every
I liked
40-year-old mom hated it, but they don't know anything. So.
Every single person over the
I'm
age
gonna
of
get
40.
flamed for saying that. Wait.
If there are
that's
any
half our
40-year-old
audience.
moms
Hey,
watching our
40-year-old
show right
moms,
now.
we all love you. You are welcome anytime. We respect your opinions, but respectfully, that was a good halftime show.
It started mid. I
Whoa,
love
he
the
had
ending,
to do
though.
the way he did. Yes, but once
Yeah.
you got to the end, you understood why he did what he did. He couldn't just come out and sing "Not Like Us" and flame Drake right there
Oh,
in
I
front of
think he
100
could've, like,
in front of 127
right off the
million
bat.
people.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
And the way he
yeah.
teased us, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Just
And then you have
edging-
Selena
edge
Williams
central.
crip walking
Hey,
midway
yo.
through, and that's Drake's ex. That was perfect.
But she's also
Two
a
of
famous
his
tennis
exes.
player.
Two of his exes, yeah.
Famous tennis player.
And they were in the X.
She's known
the
as a
shape
tennis player
X.
more
I know,
than she is Drake's
I know,
ex.
but it's a part of the beef, all right?
Yeah,
Let it
I agree.
contribute,
I
let it
agree.
Did you
I agree.
notice they were in?
But
the
you can't
letter
title her
X
just as
for the-
Drake's ex. She's known for.
Yeah,
famous
I should.
Yeah.
I
Don't-
Yeah,
don't
but
discredit
she's
her
not
that
limited
way.
to
I
being
admit
that. She's
that-
the best.
Yeah, I was gonna
tennis
say,
player
I
probably
admit I
ever.
should address her as the
Probably
best
ever.
I don't know anything
women's
about tennis, but
player.
like,
Yeah, but it's known. Like, it's known.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
we're
hear
a
Serena
football
Williams, you know.
podcast, not a tennis podcast.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's the only
She deserves
tennis
credit
player
where
I
credit's
can name.
deserved.
Yeah, I know. I'm the one who said it.
That's right, but I'm saying let's not skip over. She deserves as much time as everyone else does.
should Serena Williams have won MVP? Oh my god.
Add that to your hot,
She had
hot
just
or
as
not
many
segment.
yards as Saquon did.
I think that was a perfect segue now that it's been hot or not.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
You
we
already
got
had
some
it.
good segues
Yeah,
this
you
week,
had it.
boys.
Hey, let's get to it because you just had that take right there.
So I scoured the internet for the
Scoured?
most ridiculous takes I could find. I did not come up with any of these myself. Do not blame me for them. Some of them are absolutely insane.
Is this like the preface before we get into
This is a disclaimer. None of this is my fault.
If
Do
you're
not blame
protecting
me.
yourself from the TikTok haters, bring them on.
You know who you are.
You're here for engagement, buddy. All right.
So for our first one, I have 10 of them. The first one starting right off the bat. This was the worst Super Bowl ever.
No. The Rams and Patriots was probably the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched.
I can think of one that's even worse than that.
What, them winning last year? The Chiefs winning last year? Oh, yeah.
What was that? 48 to
48 to 8.
Eight?
Yeah.
My God.
That was actually on Fox's list, ranked as the worst Super Bowl.
That
ever.
has to be.
Yeah, because we
I'm
watched
biased as a Broncos
A
fan
dormant offense. Or the best offense to be dormant for a game.
because I wasn't a Broncos fan at the time. I didn't care
We
about
just
football.
watched Seattle do what Seattle does.
I mean, it
and
was
that's
just-
dominate
from
the
the
Broncos.
first
That
play.
night. You have not done it since
That
that night.
is
What are you talking
dominate
about?
the
You have not done it
Broncos,
since that night.
baby.
You've dominated shit since.
The Broncos have not beat the Seahawks since.
What happened
Who's
the
your
year
quarterback?
after?
Who's your
Yes, we
quarterback?
have.
Geno Smith.
We
Who's
beat them
we
multiple
whoa, whoa, whoa,
times
whoa,
since
whoa.
then.
After Super Bowl 50, we made Case Keenum and we whipped your ass with Philip Lindsay week 1.
Week
We
one.
let you.
What?
Then we came back with Russell Wilson on your team and with a new starter and kicked your ass right back.
Oh, okay, fine. Have
And then
one.
beat you
big
again
whoop.
this year. First game.
You're lucky we don't play
Against a
next year.
rookie quarterback in his first game. Big whoop.
Big whoop.
Yeah, in a game where Geno Smith got picked off on the third play, sacked 4 times.
And he still
two
won.
safety-
What does that say about your
two
offense?
safeties. He was a rookie quarterback. We have no receivers.
Okay,
but
so
Rowan
he still
Sun.
made it to
we
the
had
playoffs.
no running backs this year.
Exactly.
That's a testament to our
Okay,
coaching
and
and
I
our
have,
quarterback.
and my offensive coordinator has dementia. What's your point?
And I'm pretty sure he's now the offensive coordinator for the Alabama Crimson Tide. So what are you doing now? Right now, you're sitting on your couch. Yeah, I thought so. Let's get on to take 2, please.
Take 2. Saquon
He
Barkley.
just gave me ugly eyes right there. He ain't happy. either, man.
Continue.
Saquon Barkley was the best free agent signing ever. I'm going to disagree with this right off the bat. I think Tom Brady
I was
is
gonna
heads
say-
and shoulders above Saquon.
Yeah.
Had you not put that in parentheses or prefaced it to us, though, I don't think it would have popped in our heads right
Yeah.
away.
That's why I
Yeah.
put it there.
But when you
Because
say
I
that
didn't
out
want to
loud-
I
do
always
what we
forget
just did
about
again.
that. I don't forget about Tom Brady going to the Bucks. I always forget that he was a free agent at one point. That
People, yeah,
was
even myself
allowed to
sometimes
leave the
question,
Patriots.
Was it a trade or not? But no, it was a signing.
Gronk was a trade. Brady was a free
Yeah,
agent.
Brady was a free agent.
Didn't Gronk not come out of retirement?
He
no,
did
he
come out of
came out of
retirement.
retirement. They traded like what, a 6th and a 5th.
Yeah, but
Some
traded from
small
where?
And
Patriots.
Patriots.
He came out of retirement
the
to go
Lions.
back.
Brady
He was still under contract with the
Yeah.
Patriots.
When he retired, he still had years left on his
yeah,
deal.
he still yeah.
Oh shit, it's new to me.
Hey, everybody learning something new on the Turf Talk podcast.
It's good to know. But
Follow,
yeah, I
follow
completely
on
agree
all
with it.
socials so you never miss any updates or any knowledge.
Saquon Barkley, amazing free agent signing. Better
Absolutely.
than Brady. No.
Best signing this year. Not all
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree.
Going on to our third one. Following the Chiefs' lackluster performance, I did not make this up. This is a real thing I found in the wild. Following the Chiefs' lackluster performance, the Broncos are the favorite to win the AFC West.
With that face, my question is, who are you picking to win the AFC West then? The Chargers, the Raiders? Who are you going with? Because you made a very
It's going to be
glaring
between the
face.
Chargers and the Broncos. I think the Chiefs are out at this point, especially at
So
Travis
wait.
Kelce
Why
on
did you
them.
make a face
Because
regarding the fact
I'm
then
just
that-
wondering, where did you get that from? Because you saw on
Kurt
Fox
Benkert.
that Kansas.
Really?
Kurt Benkert.
Wow.
I heard that Kansas City was Super Bowl favorites next year. That's
No,
what I heard.
no. Favorites to win the AFC West, our division.
I guess, and
Because they could still
Chiefs
use
could be a
Raiders,
wild
Chiefs,
card, and then
Broncos.
okay, I can see that then.
Wow, we'll see. We'll see.
I think it's gonna be
I love the Broncos, but winning the division.
I don't think it's
the
gonna happen
AFC
next
West
year.
is gonna be very similar to the NFC West. How the NFC went this year,
I just
it's
think
gonna be
winning
tight
the
next
division
year.
is the least of our worries and not the most optimal thing. right
Either
now for
that,
us.
or you guys are gonna be like, God, the Lions and the Vikings.
I
Division.
think our expectation needs to be not winning the West, needs to be just making playoffs to consistently.
What division are the Lions and the Vikings in? It's
North.
North. NFC.
NFC.
yeah.
North.
I think that division can end up like that. Such for
Lions,
the Raiders.
Vikings,
Was it Pete
Packers.
Carroll?
As long as the Bears pick it up, they're set.
yeah.
I don't
We'll
know where
see.
the Raiders rank next year. That's gonna be
But,
interesting. I
yeah.
cannot wait.
0-7.
I'm excited for that.
0-7.
This is the hot take
no,
one.
no faith in Pete Carroll.
He had optimism right there.
Moving on to our fourth one. The New York Giants have a better future than the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, easily, easily.
Micah Parsons,
Easily.
Dak Prescott.
Easily.
Something tells me that the Cowboys, like the Giants, will win more games.
Yeah,
than them
the
next
Cowboys. It doesn't even matter who they have; they're not winning games. They have CeeDee Lamb,
Year. Well, no,
Dak
we watch them
Prescott.
games. They just don't finish the playoffs. That's
Yeah.
They still have Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott.
yeah, but they've had them for at least a couple.
Yeah, but
of
who
years
do the
now.
Giants have?
Nobody,
Kayvon
and, they're-
Thibodeau.
and they have the same amount of
Malik Neighbors.
trophies.
Big whoop.
We need to
Malik
count the
Neighbors is
number of
good. I'm
times
not
you
gonna
say
discredit
"big whoop" in an episode, because I think this is
I
at
think this
least
is
the
3
sixth
this
time.
time.
No, it's at least the sixth.
Buddy, you have a T-shirt already in process of being made now because of what you say.
Yeah, I know, but no.
We
one
all
does-
got to get a T-shirt with our own catchphrases on.
What's
it.
mine gonna be?
I already forgot what my T-shirt says.
Time will tell.
No, yeah, that.
Nah, that's him.
I know that's what that.
You say crock of bullshit.
yeah, I love that though. I kind of stole that.
That's.
I
from-
will admit I
that's,
stole
That's a
that.
nice little Southern touch. Crock of bullshit. All right, let's.
Moving on to number 5. The Rams will let Matthew
No,
Stafford
no,
walk,
no.
and they will go and sign Aaron
No.
Rodgers.
They will not do this because they were supposed to be terrible after the first 5 games of the season, and then arguably
Matthew
Stafford is the
brought them
reason
back.
that
Yeah.
they brought them back. So
And
no.
You let go
I
of
don't think this is
Stafford.
gonna
What are you
happen.
gaining with
and
Aaron
I'm
Rodgers?
also I remember sitting watching them play the Eagles this year in the playoffs and be like, damn, how is he still that good? Stafford throws a mean ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That guy is not leaving
At
LA.
this point,
If
he's
anything,
better
he's
than Aaron Rodgers,
underrated.
100%.
He's severely underrated.
Yes.
In my
I
opinion.
don't care if they never go back to the Super Bowl.
Even
needs
when
to
he was
end
on
his
the
career with
Lions,
Rams.
he was very underrated.
Oh yeah, he was held back by the
100%.
coaching and the
Oh,
talent
yeah.
pool over for 10 years.
Yeah.
I wish he got out of there a lot sooner. Could you imagine? He
Yeah.
might have 2 rings
First
on
year
his
he was
hand.
out, he won a
At
Super Bowl.
least.
Exactly.
Yeah, really.
Exactly. Yeah, we haven't seen another quarterback do that since him and Brady. So
Yeah.
Um,
This one's interesting.
I thought Dom would like this one. The Chargers will trade for
I don't
DK
like
Metcalf.
this. I don't like this. You really want to see him in the blue and yellow?
I don't think the Seahawks will let him
No.
walk because they've known
Unless
that,
they give up a big package for it.
yeah,
if they're
that's
going to
true.
trade a high
If it's like a
second
Russell
rounder,
Wilson trade, then absolutely
would not do
'cause-
that.
Why
But-
would they give
yeah.
up like 3 first-round picks, 3
Oh, I
starters?
know. I'm just saying if they
if they were to give up a second rounder, the Seattle Seahawks might take it because of how limited he is in your guys' offense.
yeah.
But if it's a third or fourth, I don't see them giving up
Yeah.
DK Metcalf. And please, for the love of God, don't give him to the AFC
No,
West.
do not. No.
Do
Unless
not-
it's to us.
Do not, do not give him to the fucking Chargers.
But
unless-
but
I
it
would-
would see DK Metcalf to become a wide receiver 1 and really show his true talent on like a different. I will admit it would be cool. To
the
see
problem
that
is
'cause-
the talent's known. Like, it's not a secret.
oh,
Everyone
yeah,
knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just the
just-
Seahawks
it's
It's just
underutilize
Geno
it.
Smith is
It's-
trash.
No, fuck you.
It's
Look at how he was with Russ.
It's always the question. But we've watched him excel with Gino. It's why. It's why. Why
Yeah.
are we not game
There-
planning
there's
for
more
him?
to it.
Because if I was in control of that,
Granted,
I would use JSN to help get DK open more on the 50-50 balls.
Well, that's the thing.
You have JSN
DK's
and Tyler
double.
Lockett
DK's
as-
known to get doubled during games. JSN's
Yeah, but
the
now
one that's
attention's
left.
getting brought to him, though.
Yeah,
so,
so
it's like,
now I think
you
it's going to
could-
move away
if you're
from
a smart
DK
enough
more
OC,
JSN.
you should be able to still.
Well, that's the
ideally
issue with
switch
Ryan
the
Grubb.
roles. Hopefully
Yeah,
we see a change.
that was the
then.
issue.
Hopefully we see a change then.
Time will tell.
Yes, time will tell. You beat me to it.
The Chiefs will not win another Super Bowl for the next 15
This one's
So it's
too early
years.
to
It's
tell.
interesting that you
This
say
one.
this because I didn't realize this until I thought about it. I'm like, holy crap, the Patriots did go 10 years without going to a Super Bowl and winning. Or maybe
Yep.
go 10 years without winning a Super Bowl. And that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, they lost the 2 to the Giants, and
Never went back for another 10
between
years.
the 0-4 one and their win against the Seahawks, they didn't win anything.
So that's why the question is interesting to think about because you really don't know. Next year they could go win 10 games, but they can never touch a Super Bowl again for another decade.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
they go back
crazy.
and they lose again.
That's crazy. You go to 5 Super Bowls and you don't see another one for 10 years.
I'm just because we didn't
Yeah.
think the Chiefs
Time
were
will
going to
tell.
be anything since day 1 from this season.
All right, you're going to be a broken record now.
Big
so,
whoop.
So we didn't think the Chiefs were going to be anything at the beginning of the season. We can all admit that.
Yeah, no,
They
I think
looked
with,
awful since the first game.
I think with each win was an eye roll.
Yeah,
Like,
like
really?
literally, it was
How?
just bullshit getting
From
them.
Isaiah
Week
Likely's
1 should have been a
toe
loss.
to our blocked
When they played the
kick.
Raiders, it was a bunch
The
of
blocked kick was.
Alex Forsyth
and then-
yeah.
needs to
Then
be
when they
cut.
played the Broncos, the block kick,
Yeah.
like it's just bullshit that got them. I
every,
can't say
every
it.
week, weeks 1
Th-
through
this
17.
this is a
I think
a
even the
take.
bye week had some pain in it.
This is a take where I need to see next season and see if the same crock of bullshit, Gabe's line,
Thank you.
continues. Because if this is gonna become even without Travis Kelce, if he does get cut or leaves, if this continues and they're just scraping by, then I heard that very clearly.
You heard us, yeah. ASMR. All right, we're not bringing that to the podcast. I hate ASMR.
Ugh.
Nope, no. Next take, please.
So our next take might be the hottest of the segment. The Chicago
Oh my
Bears
gosh.
will go out
No.
and win the
No.
NFC
No.
North
No.
with their
No.
new
God,
head coach
no.
Ben
No.
Johnson,
No.
The Lions
who
still
will watch
dominate.
film with his quarterback,
No,
The Lions still dominate
with
that
Keenan
division.
Allen and Rome
I think
Odunze and
the,
DeAndre Swift.
I think the Vikings will fall off and the Bears will overtake the Vikings. I do think the Lions are staying on top of that division, though.
Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
I think it's going to happen.
Why?
I feel like they're set up to have so much success with Ben Johnson
We
and Caleb
said this
Williams
last season with the Bears.
and Rome Odunze. Yeah,
We
but
said
Matt
this last-
Eberflus is a moron.
That's true. That's true. I guess I can't
Valid.
debate you there. All right, you got me.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Montez Sweat.
Either time will tell, or it'll be a
Tyreek
big
Stevenson.
crock of bullshit. Yo,
Yeah.
we're cooking with the. No, we're not cooking.
You're not cooking.
We are indeed not.
Moving on. Staying in the NFC North. Daniel Jones was not the problem in New York.
Who said this?
This is everywhere, low key.
This is, yeah. The Vikings will start him over J.J. McCarthy, and Daniel Jones will lead the Vikings to the NFC Championship
What?
to face
Start him
Saquon
over
Barkley, his
J-
former teammate, and his former division rival, in the
no.
Eagles.
Start him over JJ McCarthy? No.
Let J.J.
Potentially
McCarthy
let
sit.
JJ McCarthy
you're
go and
gonna-
start Danny? Maybe.
If you're gonna start Daniel Jones, also known as Danny Dimes, over
me?
J.J. McCarthy, what?
Keep going.
Who you pushing back at?
You.
Okay.
I think that's bonkers.
I was
Go ahead.
gonna.
No. That's not my opinion. That's not my opinion.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
fuck me, I guess.
I'm telling you to keep going, and you just keep stopping.
If you're gonna start Daniel Jones over J.J. McCarthy at this point, you're better off just trading J.J. McCarthy and
That's
getting
what I
a
was
huge
getting at,
package
yeah.
for him. And I mean, the Seahawks, I'll happily take him. I'll happily
Oh my
take
gosh,
him.
that would be interesting.
Here's
and
my-
that was a
I don't
landing
wanna
spot
trip,
for him. Sorry, Nick. Continue.
Very good. Here's my
I
argument
didn't see that.
in favor of this. Look at quarterbacks that have to start right off the bat, right? They don't do well typically. And now you can say, oh, J.J. McCarthy's been in the league for a year. But he lost an entire year of on-field development that he now has to make up for. So essentially, he's a rookie again. Now, are you going to just throw him out in the fire and hope for the best? And hope Coach of the Year Kevin O'Connell can make him look
Where you're
good?
kind of
Or
wrong
are you
with that,
gonna
though,
let
is,
him
like, it's kind of like
catch up?
the Green Bay Packers experiment with Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love.
That's my exact
even
point.
though you take that off, you don't realize how much you learn from the sideline and film room. You pick
Oh,
up on
100%.
You pick up on
Well, you see about Jordan Love, you can see the similarities
the
You
between
pick up
wrong-
on
Jordan Love and Aaron
tendencies,
Rodgers.
You
but
see the
he had the
wrongs and the
on-field
rights.
practice. J.J. McCarthy did not have
He's
that.
been
J.J.
hurt.
McCarthy,
Well, yeah,
exactly.
you got to account for the injury. Yes, that's true.
No, that's why he didn't
Yeah.
have the on-field practice.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's because
So now, do you think he comes back and is just god awful?
No, I think he's what he would have been last year. I think he
You're going to
lost
see
that
the
year
hiccups
of
that you would have
development.
seen
Okay.
then.
Yeah,
So he's like a
And-
true rookie again.
So what he's basically saying is
Exactly.
you can't jump to conclusions right away because we have to go in with the mindset that this is really his first year.
yeah.
do you let Daniel Jones take over? Keep him on a short
No,
leash. If
no.
he starts to suck, pull him, throw J.J. McCarthy in, see what happens.
I
No,
mean,
I
you
think
really have
other way
nothing to
around.
lose.
I
You
think
have
you start with J.J. McCarthy.
I would
keep
want to
him
fall
on a
back.
short-
I would not want to fall back on my rookie. You're setting him up for failure by
I
doing
would.
that.
Why not? Look at Drake
Well, no,
May.
no. That's why I say fall back
Look
on
at
Daniel
Drake May.
Jones.
No. I would not want to start.
But look at Bryce
JJ
Young and the
first.
Panthers.
You would want to start JJ first.
No.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
would.
saying.
No, but I would.
I would not want to fall back on my. I
But-
would not want
but
to fall
that's what
back
the
on Daniel
Panthers
Jones
did.
halfway through the
And
season.
look at what
Okay,
it
because
did.
you said I wouldn't want to fall back on my rookie.
I misspoke. Then.
Okay.
Because
What
now
I meant
get
to
you.
say before I misspoke, what I meant to say was I wouldn't want to start with JJ and then go back to Danny. I'd rather start with Danny. If it fails, then you go to your rookie.
I
You're
disagree.
setting up your rookie to fail. If you put him in for 5 or 6 games, he sucks, and then you put in a 5-year veteran in or 6-year veteran in.
Exactly.
That's not.
Yeah, but that's what the Panthers did, and look at what Bryce Young came back out and
What did he? We really don't know what Bryce is going to do next season. We can't talk about that
true.
example until next year
I mean,
because in reality he's only won.
LaVisca Chenault's not a good coach. So
What did, what did he win? Did he win one game in the
I
final
think so.
stretch.
I mean, he almost beat the Chiefs. That's like his Super Bowl.
So then
Everyone he almost beat the
So
Chiefs.
we'll give him one win.
We did
in
beat
his
the Chiefs,
turnaround from being
38-0.
benched. Yes, the poise was there. Yes, the character changed. Everything looked different. But until the wins translate, I don't want to use that as an example yet. I
Yeah.
feel.
Okay, and it's the red rifle, right? Before I say red rocket.
Yes,
again.
it is.
Rifle.
It is a good rifle.
I am glad you prefaced, but yeah.
We've been through this before. We're
yeah,
pros now.
Yeah. Anyways, next one.
Wait, you're just gonna ask that and not go anywhere with it?
Yeah, because I was
He
thinking
was
about
just
Andy
curious.
Dalton.
Oh, okay. You're just scared.
He had
Okay.
it was on his mind. So for our last hot take of this segment, Michael Penix and Kyle Pitts will take over as the best quarterback tight end duo
We don't
in
even
the
know.
NFL
We don't even know
currently.
that Kyle Pitts stays on the Falcons.
We don't even know what Michael Penix comes out and is next year. He didn't even play a full season yet.
I
He
might
was
be
amazing
biased.
for what he played this
Chill,
year.
I
chill,
might
chill.
be biased. I may be biased, but I'm hopeful for this kid.
I don't think this is all that hot of a take.
You don't.
I don't.
Please explain.
I really like Kyle Pitts. I'm a big Kyle Pitts believer. I
always
want the
have
Broncos to go get him. I've liked him since he got drafted. He had 1,000 yards his rookie season. He had
Definitely more quiet than what he's given credit for.
But there's too many people that's over him. I mean, you got Jordan Love and Tucker Kraft. You got Brock Bowers now on the Raiders. I mean,
with who? Exactly.
I was gonna say,
fuck me, I guess.
I was gonna say,
again.
wait, what quarterback would you pair?
How are you going to call him the best duo if it's going to be Aiden O'Connell and Brock Bowers? Brock
I mean, there's-
Bowers
but
might be
they're-
better than
but
Kyle
they're-
Pitts.
But
I
they're
didn't.
but they're doing more than Michael Penix and Kyle Pitts are doing.
Are they?
Brock Bowers broke records.
Michael Penix and Kyle Pitts only played a couple games together. How do we know?
Okay, then how do you know?
It's a hot take. I'm not saying it's definitely.
Well, you're
gonna
saying you
happen.
agree with it and you think it's not a hot take. You literally just said yourself you
I'm
don't
saying
think it's a hot
I
take.
think it's going to happen.
Whatever you
Absolutely.
say. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Whoa,
that's pretty much how it is. Thank you.
You're an NPC.
So that's
today.
all I got for my hot take segment, boys.
That was round of applause. Thank you, Dom. I'm
Should we do a
surprised
slow
you clapped.
clap?
I didn't think you were going to.
I'm not petty.
Oh, wrong button.
Oh.
I picked the fart one. Wait, which one is the clap for the song?
I took it off.
Ah, you took him off. Nope, that's
Let's see airplane.
yeah. There we go. All right, that's
Okay.
the segue into this segment.
Okay, guys. So you guys ready for 2 truths and 1 lie?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ready.
On today's episode of 2 truths and a lie,
That was clean.
That was fire.
we're gonna play this a little bit different than your.
Okay.
So I have 10 2 truths and a lie.
10. Wow. So
10.
we actually just got some variety this
10.
week.
Yep. So you guys, because
Oh,
I'm gonna
no,
bring
he's
it
already
back.
sitting back.
It was popular last week, so you guys are gonna do rock paper scissors to see who goes first. Now let me explain the rules.
So are we going one at a time this week?
Yep.
It's no
so
buzzer.
So
Okay.
no buzzer.
Okay.
You're just gonna alternate.
I have an opportunity to
if-
win.
If you get it right, you get 100 points. If you get it wrong, nothing happens.
I thought you were gonna say dollars.
I'm just gonna say whatever I want.
Okay, what is this?
Okay,
This week?
so you guys ready for some rock paper scissors?
Two
you
out
gotta,
of
you,
three
you
or
gotta
one?
make sound effects while we do it because last week it was just dead air. Are we doing 1 or are we doing 3? Do 2 out of 3.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one right off the bat.
Okay. Are you guys ready? I'll say rock paper scissors, and you guys shoot on shoot. Okay. Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Ooh. So Nick,
That's
if you
Nick
guys
wins
could-
with
I was
scissors
gonna say, if
over
you guys-
Gabe with
if you-
paper.
If you couldn't tell, by
This
the
is the
sound
podcast.
effects.
Yeah,
after all.
they tied twice for those non-watchers out there.
Go watch the episode.
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
You're
guys,
missing
go
out.
go
Come
watch
on.
the YouTube. Come on.
It probably won't be out till Thursday or Friday, but go watch it.
Yeah,
Listen to this first. You'll have an idea.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what to expect.
But anyways, okay, Nick.
All right.
Pick a number 1 through 10.
6.
6. Okay.
I thought letters in my head for some reason.
Okay, Nick. The topic of this one is NFL stadiums and locations.
Okay.
So this is a tough one. So I'm going to read 3 things to you, and you need to tell me which one's the lie.
All right.
The Green Bay Packers are the only publicly owned NFL team. The New England Patriots used to be called the Boston Patriots. The Dallas Cowboys actually play their home games in Dallas. Which one's the lie?
The Cowboys do not play in Dallas.
You are correct. You got 100 points. You picked the wrong one. God damn it. It's this. There you go.
We have reached elevation. I had to do it again because you guys didn't recognize it last week.
Throwback.
Okay, so I'll keep points right in the dock for you guys.
You want some complimentary water?
Yes, I do, actually.
Expecting
Okay,
triple.
Gabe,
Got
pick a
any
number.
peanuts?
1 through 10. That's not
I'm
6.
going to go with 5.
5. Okay. You have quarterback edition.
Great.
So I'll read 3 to you. You got to tell me the lie.
Yes, sir.
John Elway was drafted by an MLB team before playing in the NFL. No quarterback has ever thrown 7 touchdown passes in a single NFL game. A quarterback has caught a touchdown pass in a Super Bowl more than once. Which one's the lie? If you need me to repeat.
Can you repeat the second one?
Bro.
I don't remember which one I read as the second one.
It was
There was
the
the
seven touchdowns.
Oh,
was
no
it?
quarterback has ever thrown 7 touchdown passes in a single NFL
So I
game.
know Peyton Manning did that week 1.
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. And then what was the last one?
A quarterback has caught a touchdown pass in a Super Bowl more than once.
That's the lie. I feel like John Elway was drafted to an MLB team.
He was.
Are you stupid?
What?
The thing was, John Elway was drafted by an MLB team before playing in the NFL. How is that a lie if he was?
No, I said that.
No, he said that was the
quarterback
truth.
Was the lie. The
Yeah.
wanted
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
you
You're right.
butchered
you're right.
my what?
He got the Broncos
That
themed
was-
one,
that
bro.
was-
Yeah, the minute you said John was an MLB, I'm like, I remember.
I was like, I know that's true.
I have a trading card. It's
Yeah.
butchered, but
You know Peyton Manning threw 7 touchdowns, so that only leaves one more.
yeah, you rolled your eyes and said, I was like,
So
okay, the next one's
Peyton
a lie.
Manning did it in 2013. Nick Foles did it in 2013.
Yeah,
Drew
I
Brees
don't-
did it in 2015. Joe Cap did it
Norman
in
Van
1969. George Blanda did it in 1961. Adrian Burke did it in 1954. Sid Luckman did it in 1940. Luckman. And
He was on a roll.
Y.A. Tittle
Tittle.
did it in
You're
1962.
casual,
Yikes!
I did my best. You don't have access to my buttons. Okay, Nick, 100 to 100. We have a tied game. Pick a number 1 through 10 that is not 5 or 6.
Going 10 for Bo Nix.
10 for Bo Nix. You have wild and weird NFL facts.
Ooh.
Wild
Okay.
and weird. Baby.
I like to get wild and weird.
Okay.
A team has never
A team.
has never won a Super Bowl in their home stadium. The Pro Bowl used to feature teams from different conferences playing against each other, and an NFL game once ended with a score of 0-0.
The Pro Bowl, they had
You got the first.
they
one
had the
easy.
draft, didn't they? I'm going with the last one. The last one's a lie.
You're going with an NFL game once ended with a score of 0-0 as a lie?
Yes.
Okay, you are wrong.
Dang.
A
bro.
team has never won a Super Bowl in their home stadium is a lie. The team has won a Super Bowl.
Oh, I
in their
got
home-
to screw it
You
up.
screwed it
I
up.
screwed
Yeah,
it
I was
up.
gonna say I saw you. I'm like, because I literally went
Okay,
the Bucks.
I
screwed
didn't
it.
butcher
The Bucks
it,
and the
right?
No, you
Rams.
didn't. I don't
The
think you
Bucks
did.
and the
Okay.
Rams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Them two. I forgot about that.
Okay, Nick. So it stays 100
Bro,
100.
I cooked myself.
You didn't cook at all.
I didn't. I
As long as it
I
wasn't-
cooked like Russell Wilson,
Okay.
burning the stadium down the second he got traded. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Our stadium
yeah,
caught
our stadium
fire.
lit fire. Poor Dom. He can't even catch a break.
Okay, Gabe, pick a number.
3.
That's 3. Okay.
For Russell Wilson.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Draft history is what you get.
Oh, great.
What round and what pick was Russell Wilson?
The New England Patriots drafted Tom Brady in the 6th round. A punter has been selected in the 1st round of an NFL draft, and no undrafted player has ever made the Hall of Fame.
It's the second one that's a lie.
The second one's a punter has been selected
Definitely
in
at
the
one
first
point in
round.
time, yes. I know that for a fact. It has to have.
You're wrong.
Really? Wow, I got
A
stumped on
punter has been
that.
selected
Wait,
in the
I
first
feel like
round
I've
of an
heard
NFL
that.
draft. That's
I
the
feel
truth.
like it is the truth.
That is the truth.
You keep edging me, bro. I'm
Hold
right.
up.
I'm right.
You just told me that one was wrong.
No, I didn't.
Somebody clip this shit. He just said the second one was the lie.
Wait, Nick, did I?
I
You
don't
just
think
said the
so.
second. Okay, then
I
which
knew
one's
what you
the
were
lie?
trying to say, even if you did say
Which
that.
one's the lie?
The third one.
Which is
The Hall of Fame one.
no
undrafted
undrafted
guy.
player has ever made the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame.
that's definitely happened.
It has? You think so?
It's your question. Don't let me influence you.
You're going with no undrafted player has ever made the Hall of Fame is the lie.
I mean, that's what I initially thought, but I guess not.
Is that what you're going with? Yes
Yeah,
or
so
no?
yeah, that's my final
You're
answer.
right.
Okay, I was going to say, what the
Yeah, it's definitely happened.
Kurt Warner, Warren Moon
Yeah.
are both in the Hall of Fame.
I was going to
and
say,
they were
because
undrafted
I
players.
do remember at some point in time hearing that a punter was taken in the first round.
Yeah,
Do you know who, or did you find that, or no?
I did not.
I'm going to have to figure that out myself after the show, because I need to know that now.
Okay, hey, look it up right now while Nick's going.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Nick, pick a number 1 through 10. That's not any of the numbers that's already picked.
Well, hold up. What did you just pick?
3.
3, 5, 6, and 10 are all picked.
So I'll go with 7 for John Elway.
7. You have records and streaks. Oh wait, hold on. Give Gabe his points.
Nah,
Right.
nah.
200 to 100. Gabe's up.
It was Ray Guy. He was drafted 23rd overall in 1973.
Ray Guy.
6'3", 195.
He's still in the league, right?
Yeah, 1973.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's another guy in the league.
Lawrence Guy, bro.
When
That
you
was from years ago,
When
too.
you said, is he still in the league? I was like, are you kidding me?
You just said 1973.
Okay. The Miami Dolphins are the only team to go undrafted for an entire season, including the Super Bowl.
The Miami Dolphins were
undefeated.
undrafted?
Undefeated, I mean. Fuck. No player has ever...
Say that first one again. I'm sorry. I talked over you.
The Miami Dolphins are the only team to go undefeated for an entire season, including the Super Bowl. No player has ever thrown for over 5,500 yards in a single season. Adrian Peterson once rushed for over 2,000 yards in a season. You stop telling him. I see your head shaking
No,
and
that's,
bobbing
I know.
over
That's
there.
me naturally. Like,
He's like,
you know.
Okay, Nick, which one
Yeah, I'm
is
hurting
the
my own
lie?
self. What do you mean?
I don't even remember what the clues were.
See, I'm fine. He wasn't
Okay.
paying attention.
The Miami Dolphins
Can I
are the
steal
They were the
points?
only team to go undefeated. The second one was nobody's ever passed. for
no player has
5,500
ever
yards.
thrown for, yep. And then the last one is Adrian
true.
Peterson once rushed over 2,000 yards in a season.
Adrian Peterson did not get 2,000 yards.
That's your lie. Adrian Peterson once rushed for over 2,000 yards in a season is your lie.
That's my lie,
You are incorrect.
bro.
The Miami Dolphins are the only team to go undefeated for an entire season, including the playoffs, as a Super Bowl. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Pat. What the fuck? Hold on, I messed
What
it
is
up.
bro talking
I
about?
messed
I'm
it up.
so
You're still
confused.
wrong. You're still wrong. You're still wrong.
What?
How?
How?
You're still wrong. Because it's no player has ever thrown for over 5,500
Oh,
yards
Peyton
in a
had
single season.
5, 5, 6, 7, right?
Yep. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes have all done that too. So you're still wrong. I messed up my notes, but you're still wrong.
I was like,
I feel like I should get a pass for him screwing up his.
No,
notes.
because you still picked the wrong one, and I read it
I'm
right.
winning this week. I'm winning this
And
week.
I read it right, and you still picked the wrong one.
You're only up by one
Apparently,
question.
I'm talking backwards to him because he's not understanding me. So
Okay, Gabe,
Yeah.
pick another number.
I'm gonna go 2.
2. You have legendary players.
Bro,
This-
he gets
you-
the baby question.
You better get this
No,
one.
whoa,
Gabe.
whoa, whoa! Don't even.
You better get this one.
It's bad. It's
Brett Favre was drafted by the Green Bay Packers. Peyton Manning was drafted number 1 overall by the Indianapolis Colts.
Dumb.
Jerry Rice holds the record for most receiving yards in NFL history. Baby
wait.
question for Gabe.
Wait, read the
confirmed.
third
Good
one
God
one more
Almighty.
time.
This
Jerry
is
Rice
rigged.
holds the record for most receiving yards in NFL history.
And read the first one.
Peyton Manning was drafted number 1 overall by the Indianapolis Colts.
And then there was another one, wasn't there?
Brett Favre
Brett
was
Favre, that's what
drafted
it
by
was.
the Green Bay Packers.
So Jerry Rice must be the lie.
Bro.
Really? Wait.
No,
yeah, I'm wrong.
no,
I'm
no,
wrong.
no, you picked it.
Yeah, I know. I'm
You
wrong.
picked
I
it.
am wrong.
No,
I'm wrong.
you
I'm
picked
wrong.
it.
I
You
messed
picked
up.
it.
I did mess up. This game's hard, bro, because you flip everything. But I
Yeah.
am wrong. I am wrong.
I actually put a disclaimer at the top that I forgot to read you guys. The disclaimer is
Hurricane
Dog.
incomplete truths are not considered lies. So if I leave information out, like
What?
it's not considered a lie.
This game's fucking
What?
rigged.
Either way, you still got it
Should've
wrong.
Yeah,
led
I
with
know.
that.
I know.
Hold
but-
on. What number did you pick?
I already.
was-
I
oh,
have
it
it
was
updated
2.
here.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
tracker.
So it's Brett Favre was drafted by the Falcons before being traded to Green Bay. So you are wrong also.
I really-
200 to 100 the score remains.
You're right. Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously right, but
Okay, Nick.
I'll go with 1.
1. You have Super Bowl facts.
Oh.
Okay.
Super Bowl 50. Watch, here it comes.
Who won Super Bowl MVP?
The Buffalo Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls. The Super Bowl has never gone to overtime. Tom Brady has more Super Bowl rings than any
I
single
fucking hate
NFL
you.
franchise.
What was the first one?
The Buffalo Bills lost 4 straight Super Bowls. The Super Bowl has never gone to overtime. And Tom Brady has more Super Bowl rings than any
I
single
fucking
NFL
hate
franchise.
you, Dom.
Which one did you say, Nick?
Second one.
That's the easiest shit.
Which one was that?
The Super Bowl has gone to overtime.
Yeah, the Patriots Falcons.
Super Bowl 51 between
Oh
the
my
Patriots and
gosh.
Falcons. So
I
now
finally got a baby question.
we are now tied 200
I'm just
200.
like, that was. What's the score?
200 200.
200.
You guys are tied.
Yeah, it's
Okay, Gabe, your turn. 3 questions left.
What's left? 8.
4, 8, and 9.
I'm gonna go 4.
Okay, you have team records.
Oh, great.
The New York Jets have never had a first overall draft pick. The Detroit Lions and Cleveland Browns are the only teams to have never played in a Super Bowl. And the Chicago Bears have the most wins in NFL history.
Wait. Oh, I need you to start over. I don't know why my brain's so spilled. 1.
The New York Jets have never had a first overall draft pick.
Okay.
The Chicago Bears have the most wins in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
The Detroit Lions and Cleveland Browns are the only teams to have never played in a Super Bowl.
That's the lie.
Which one?
The Cleveland Browns and Detroit Lions are the only teams to have played in the Super Bowl is a lie. To not play in the Super Bowl is a lie.
I'd include a disclaimer in the begining. Incomplete truths are not considered
What do you mean? The
lies.
Jaguars haven't played in the Super Bowl.
I
the
just
Cardinals
said
haven't played in the Super Bowl?
incomplete truths are not considered lies.
How do you? This is not fair. This is a loophole. Give me my point.
It is a loophole.
Count
Either way, you're still wrong. It's the New York
W.
Jets have never had a first
they never
overall
had a
draft
first-round
pick.
Not a first
The
round.
Yeah,
Jets.
but that's not fair because you
I put the
that's
disclaimer
two-
in there. I
that
told
was two
you.
lies, one truth.
I told
That
you.
was two
No,
lies,
but
one
it's
truth.
not.
That was 2 lies, 1 truth. Two lies, one
It's not
truth.
technically a lie. It's an
It was two-
incomplete truth. Because
the
the Lions and Cleveland Browns.
What kind of icebreakers did you do in school? Because I
Womp
never
womp.
had no 2 truths, 1 lie with a.
This
with a
isn't supposed to be
fucking-
easy.
Whatever, fine. Don't give me the points. Whatever.
Either way, you should have known that the Jets have never had a first overall.
Oh, I also know who hasn't been in a Super Bowl.
Okay, well. Okay, Nick, your turn. 200-200. We remain tied.
Give me 9 for my GOAT, Kendall Hinton, after he switched back to wide receiver.
Okay, you have rule changes. The NFL used to allow players to wear leather helmets. College football and the NFL use the exact same overtime rules. And the tuck rule helped the Patriots win a playoff game
Are you
against the
kidding
Raiders.
me? I'm done.
Oh my God, I forgot the first 2 things because I'm.
The NFL used to allow players to wear leather helmets. Is that a truth or a lie? We'll go one by one here.
You can't do that.
Okay.
That's not how this
He
works.
doesn't want to be
That's
tested.
not how this works.
College football and the NFL use the exact same overtime rules.
College football and the NFL do not use the same overtime.
And the tuck rule helped the Patriots
He
win
got
a
it
playoff
right. Give
game
him the
against
goddamn
the
points.
Raiders.
Now I'm using your term.
Okay.
I hate using that term. Now I'm using it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all fired.
Okay.
You're
So
all-
it all comes down to this. If Gabe gets it, we're
We
tied.
can either tie it up, Gabe. You can either tie it
Wait,
up or
wait,
lose
is
it all.
8 and 10 still available?
No, just 8.
There's 8.
I picked 10.
You're
already.
the last
Yeah,
one.
All right, 8.
Okay.
It all comes down to this, Gabe.
Are you rooting
Coaches,
for me?
No.
coaches, and legends is yours.
What is
Bro!
it me getting legends and coaches over and over?
Okay.
Mickey Mouse win.
This
It's
this
Mickey Mouse tie.
this
Yeah.
one is about as easy as it gets, Gabe. If you don't get this,
I'm gonna get it
your
wrong.
career's over.
I'm prefacing right now.
Screw it up.
Bill Belichick has the most Super Bowl wins of any head coach. No NFL coach has ever won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. And John Madden coached the Raiders to a Super Bowl victory. Which one is the lie?
Because I don't know. Because you're incomplete shit. So wait, let's go one by one. I'm not gonna give you the answer, but Bill Belichick has the most rings than any other coach in the league.
Okay.
Second one was what?
John Madden coached the Raiders to a Super Bowl victory.
Okay.
Coached the Raiders, to a Super Bowl victory. And no NFL coach has ever won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. Which one is the lie?
I want to say Belichick won a ring with the Giants. So I want to mark that one out. The Raiders have 2 Super Bowls. I'd like to bet that one of them is John Madden, but I could be wrong. And then the other one was Bill has the most rings of any other coach. He has 8, I believe, because he has one more than Brady. I remember that was the argument, right? No, I know I'm asking.
I don't know. I'm not telling you.
I ain't gonna get it right. I'm no other coach has won a Super Bowl with 2 teams. No, I just fumbled myself, but whatever.
Which one are you picking?
That one.
You're picking no NFL coach has ever won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. You are correct.
Oh shit! Really? Okay, there we go.
Coaches
so what do
like
we do
Don
now?
Shula
Now, what
and
was
Andy
your
Reid have
what
won
was your
Super Bowls.
wording for that?
For which one?
That one right there.
No NFL coach has ever won a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. There has been coaches that have won.
Yeah.
one
Okay.
Super
So
Bowl.
that's all right. So
And
I understood.
Bill
you there.
Belichick has less rings than Brady.
I thought he had the one more because of the Giants. or
No,
was
he
the
has one less.
One less.
He
That's
has,
what it was.
He has 6. Brady
Right,
has
that's
7.
what it was. Yeah.
I was thinking that. I'm like, is he actually going to get this
Isn't
wrong?
Belichick has 8 rings.
He has 8 rings. Yeah.
2 as the Giants defensive
Thank you,
coordinator.
yeah, I was
6 as the
gonna say, yeah.
Patriots head coach.
Yeah.
Really?
Lawrence
That's
Taylor. He
Lawrence-
coached Lawrence Taylor.
He doesn't know Lawrence Taylor is.
I do know who Lawrence Taylor is.
Who is he?
A person on the Giants.
What number did he wear?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, my
come
God.
on. Ultimately, one of the greatest defensive players to ever live.
The greatest
The
defensive
greatest.
player to ever live.
Okay, well, that ties it up for us, folks. We have an even game today.
No, we don't settle like that here.
I feel like we got to do
So,
something to break it.
I will. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be the final Jeopardy that I forgot to use from last week.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to tie break
No!
it with my last week's final
Do we have to
Jeopardy.
write down the answers somewhere?
No.
That's how Final Jeopardy works, buddy.
Well, write it in the doc on 2 different pages. I was just going to do a traditional, but
Just do it traditional.
we'll do a traditional
Traditional for how we did it or traditional for Jeopardy?
for how you guys do it. What?
I can't talk.
Yo, warm up.
Gotta get the muscles flowing.
Okay.
I'm
So, how many points are you guys wagering? You both have 300, so you can either wager all your
We
points.
can't tell each other.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you can.
No, we can't because
you
once I
can.
say something, you're just gonna do 1 point more than whatever I did.
Oh, that's true.
Is it-
Then,
maybe you're right.
then write it in the doc. You write it at the bottom of the doc.
I'll
you
write
it
it
at
in
the
a
top.
Google search.
That too. Yeah, write it in your Google search, and it cannot change. I better to see no hands on the computer. You guys have 300 points, so you can wager up to 300. If you get it wrong, you lose them. And so this is what we're going to do. After you write that number down, open up another browser tab, and you guys are going to write the answer down to the question. And you're both going to turn on to me at the same time.
So we're not doing this.
We're not.
All
You
right,
We're not
just
gonna
said
do
we
that.
were.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Well, we're not. We're not.
All right, so ask the question.
Okay. So open up a new browser tab.
Yeah,
and
I'm
you write the-
open.
What's
Okay.
the time limit? Do we have a time limit?
I'll give you guys 15 seconds.
All right, whatever. Just do it.
15 seconds. Okay. Which player holds the record for most career sacks in NFL history? Ten seconds.
Shoot.
It's not his name, is it?
I'll give you guys more time. I'll give you guys 30 seconds.
I can picture him in my head right now.
If you can write down the number of sacks it is too, I will accept that.
Right. Nope, that's not happening.
I got 73 right for the field goals. So
Yeah.
wait, most career or most season?
Which player holds the record for most career sacks in NFL history throughout their whole career?
Oh yeah, that's difficult because you got to think about what's.
I know the team. I can picture him in my head right now.
I'll take a first name, I'll take a last name, or I'll take the number of sacks.
I'll give you the first name.
Jesus, this is difficult.
Okay. 10.
Can I keep my 300 points? So I have to wager. I
You
don't
have
care.
to wager.
I'll keep. Oh, you have to.
You
If
have
I
to
put a first name
'Cause
and,
he's giving me
the
an
wrong last name, does it count as the right answer?
No, that'll be
So
incorrect.
I'm leaving as the first name.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got one with the number of sacks because I'm not gonna.
Okay. Turn your computers to me. You read yours because I can't see
It
it.
says Bruce.
Okay, and you read yours?
258.
You guys are both incorrect. Now move
Bro.
over a tab and let me see how much you guys wagered. Gabe wagered 58 for his
150.
lucky number, and you wagered 150. You know what that means? Gabe wins.
Hey, let's give a handshake on it. There we go. There we go. Hey, thank you. Hey guys.
Thank you, Jordan, for clapping in the background.
Don't wait all at the door for autographs when I leave.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
I won't.
The
Wow,
answer
alright.
is Brady Miller with 200
Brady
sacks.
Never heard that name in my life.
200?
200.
Oh my god.
You were close. I saw the
Yeah.
200 on
Yeah. I told you I'm good. I'm trying to be good with numbers.
73.
Well,
I was.
That's all I got, guys.
I get to leave-
Gabe's the winner.
I get to leave off this episode with a W this week. I redeem myself for this week because I'm sure
Yeah,
we're gonna
this.
do
I was
more.
thinking of Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith. Well, folks, that is all we have for this week's episode. I think it was a pretty fun one. Gave our Super Bowl reactions, had a few fun segments. Next week, we do not have any games. So, timeout. What are we doing? What's going on? Bruce Smith sacks, 200. Holds the NFL. Wait, what? What do you mean?
Give me my points, buddy.
Yeah,
Give
the
me my
show's
points,
over.
buddy.
Nope,
Hold
the
on.
show's over. They already clapped.
Give me my points,
It's
buddy.
over. It's already
Hold
over.
on, hold
No,
on.
it's already
Check
over.
that
The
out.
show ended. I was doing the
I'm
outro.
throwing a
I was
challenge
doing
flag
the
on
outro.
the
I was doing
field.
outro. I was doing the outro. There's no
No,
flags. to
no,
throw. You don't have any
nope,
flags. You don't
nope,
have any
nope,
flags. What are you
nope.
gonna throw?
Nope.
What
What's
are you
his
gonna
last
throw?
name? What's his last
Bruce Smith.
There's no flags.
Buffalo
There's no
Bills,
flags. There's no
78.
flags. There's no flags. There's no flags.
Oh,
What
I'm
are you
throwing a
gonna-
flag right
What are you
now.
gonna throw? What are you gonna throw? You
He
ain't
didn't
got
say it in the form of a question. Who's Bruce Smith?
nothing. I didn't either. You didn't either.
I called you out first.
No, you didn't do it. You can't give it back. That's on him. That's not.
I got the
so we
answer
have-
right, and
We're
he
ending
said
it.
I
We're
was
ending it.
wrong.
Nope. We're ending in a tie. We're ending in a
You
tie. then.
technically never gave me the last name.
Yeah, you never gave.
You
yeah.
said I didn't have to. You said yourself I didn't have to.
No. What is going on?
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
No, that's not a flag.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
throw.
throwing the challenge flag. Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Okay, we are under review.
Bullshit. Gene's there, Twain stepping
We
in
are
for
under
nothing.
review.
I'm making a clip out of this.
We are
this,
under
boys.
review. We will see what Jet.
I got it. It says it
You
right
never
here.
answered in the formal question. Our game host is not smart, all right?
As quote from last game, it's hard to win when your host is a little slow.
Facts.
Is that a quote from last
Okay,
week?
so
That's
according
crazy.
to ChatGTP,
That thing
Bruce
doesn't know anything.
Smith holds the NFL record for most career sacks with 200. He's followed by Reggie White.
Whoa. Use a legitimate source.
It says it right here on Google.
Use a legitimate
Buffalo
source.
Bills Hall of Fame
Don't
website.
care. Where'd you get your information from, bud?
Behind the steelcurtain.com and talksport.com.
Steelers website.
I'm tired week in and week out getting screwed by the show or by the host.
All right, so what are the updated points?
No.
The
You,
updated
that's
point.
not fair. Just
He
because
threw a
called it
challenge
out,
flag.
that
He
doesn't
threw a
matter.
challenge flag.
Just because you call it out.
He
Let me
threw
take
a challenge
deep
flag.
breath.
He got the answer
Let me
wrong.
take a deep breath. Well, neither me or you got it
So
right.
I got it right. I
did
literally
not-
wrote down Bruce.
Did not answer.
How
the
much?
form
How
of
many
a
points did you
question.
wager?
If I
150.
remember, this is bullshit.
So
I
Nick
remember this-
wins
I
with
remember this-
updated
I remember this
scores,
for a long time.
450
I
to
remember-
242.
No, I
Nick
remember this for a long time because last
Sore
week.
loser.
No,
He's like Patrick Mahomes.
Last week you said that if it wasn't answered in the form of a question, it didn't count. And you did not answer in the form of a
but
question.
he would have to be the one to call it out, and he did not.
Dom, it was noticed last week, and from that
Okay,
point on, it
okay,
should have been
okay.
noticed in Turf
Womp
Talk
womp,
rules.
womp womp. Cry about it.
I am crying about it.
Good.
You did not write who is Bruce Smith on your doc or on your search bar.
Okay, and Gabe,
Womp womp.
you didn't write who is
Therefore, neither of
258.
us get it.
I get it because I wrote down the correct
He
answer,
wagered
and
more points, so he lost more than I
and
did.
he didn't call
Therefore,
it out. He would have had to
that's
call it
what
out,
is
which
on
he did
you.
not.
Wipe it.
Therefore,
You did this.
I
This
win.
is all on you.
I win.
This is all on you.
How
Tie it or
about?
wipe
How
it.
about?
Tie
I
it or
like the
wipe
game.
it.
I like this
Tie it
game.
or wipe it. Tie it or wipe it. You do it. You're kissing
Okay,
ass. You're sucking
okay.
up to him right now.
Rock,
so tie
paper,
it.
scissors.
What are you?
I
kidding?
got it right. I'm
no,
not doing
you
rock,
didn't.
paper,
No, you
scissors.
didn't. You did not right.
I did.
Nick,
I'm
you
making a
last
clip out of
week-
this. I'm
good,
making a
do
clip
it.
out of this.
Last
I
week-
will call you
last
out.
week- Last week, I'll call you out. Last week you said it
Okay,
had to be answered in
okay,
the form of a question.
Gabe. Nick did get closer, and it was my mistake because I wrote down the wrong name with a
How do we
correct
determine
number
what's
of
closer? You had the first time I had the same hundredth of a number.
I had the person.
Same,
I had the literal
same
question.
hundredth of a number to the person's a little bit different.
Buddy, this showing your skills as a game host. You literally said last week, and you too, that it had to be done in a form of a question if it was Jeopardy. That was technically Jeopardy.
But-
you did not answer the form of a
but-
question. Wipe it.
Do you have a
would've had to
challenge
call it
flag?
out.
Do you have a challenge flag?
He would have had to call
Challenge
it out.
flag.
That's not a
He would
challenge
have had to
flag.
call it out, which he did not.
What's the color of a flag, Dom?
Red.
It's yellow.
Chiefs
Challenge.
fan. Chiefs fan.
Challenge.
That's a flag.
No,
not
I
a-
won.
Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold
flipping
on.
nothing.
I need a challenge
No, I'm
flag.
I want it in
taking
review.
that dub. I'm taking
I want
that
it in
dub.
review. I want it in review. Why isn't the remote working? It's not
This
doing
better
what
be
I
the
want.
thumbnail for the YouTube,
Whatever.
Gabe.
No. I will
Okay.
not let this down.
I will change
I
it
will not
myself.
give it-
I will change it
With
myself.
that being said, I don't see another challenge flag on the table. So with that being
Hand
said,
me the flag. Hand me the flag.
Yeah.
Review it because
Nope, that's
you.
not a flag.
This is on both
That's
of
not a
you.
flag.
This is on both
That
of
is
you.
not
Cry,
a-
cry, sore loser, cry
This is
about
on
it.
both of
Cry
you.
about it.
Bro, this is on both of you. This is on
Okay.
both of you. Like,
this is what I'll
Womp
do.
womp,
what will you do, Dom?
womp womp.
Because I'll remember this next time.
This is gonna end in one of two ways.
I'm eating a W. I'm eating a
You
W.
ain't eating shit.
I'm eating a W.
Either you guys can do rock paper scissors to determine the winner. Yeah. Okay.
Coin flip. I'll coin flip
No.
on it. Yes, coin flip.
I won.
Coin flip.
I'm not
Coin
Nick,
flip.
Nick, let me finish my terms and conditions.
Please
The
do.
game host fucked up, therefore he sets the rules. And if you fuck this up even more,
I won.
There is either going to be one of three things: a coin flip,
now there's 3.
rock paper scissors, or the game ends in a draw.
How can this be 50-50 if you literally admitted I got it closer?
Because you also did not ask it in the form
It
of a
doesn't matter. You
question.
didn't call
And
it
which
out.
So
you were the
therefore,
one.
You didn't call
Gabe's-
it out.
You called
And-
it out
and you
last
know
I'm calling
what?
it out right now.
And you know
I'm
what?
calling it out
And
right
you
now.
know what? Neither one of us did, so therefore it should be negated. I got
Exactly.
the actual
So it either
player.
ends in a
Shut up.
tie.
I got the actual player, which was the actual
Do
legitimate
you know who
question.
you're talking to?
I'm talking to Dom Capuano, who doesn't know what he's talking about because he wrote down the wrong player. I'm looking at it right here.
And guess who didn't ask in the form of a question? Guess
Nobody
who-
did.
Exactly.
But you're the
so
one-
So
I'm-
why is he getting
so-
rewarded
no,
for
no.
it?
I'm offering either a tie, rock paper scissors to determine the winner, or the coin, and I am flipping the
call it-
coin.
No. Call it in the air. All right.
All right.
Okay,
call it
no,
in the
no,
air.
Jordan,
Call
show
it
the
in the air.
camera.
Who's
Show
calling
the
in the air?
camera heads and tails.
You or me? Who's calling it in the air?
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
So we got heads, one side, that's tails, and then flip it around.
Okay, you're calling it in the air. All right, you're calling it in the air.
Yes.
You're calling it in the air. He's calling it.
I'm calling it. Heads.
What is it?
Oh, no.
And it is
Nope.
tails.
I got
Tails.
it right. I
That
got it.
declares
I-
game
nope,
the
nope,
winner.
Nope.
W's in the
I
chat.
got it. I got it.
I got it.
People in the
Today's
comments. People in the
episode-
comments.
W's.
Comment who you think
That's
won.
the thumbnail,
Comment
baby.
who you think
W,
won.
W.
Nope.
Updated
Nope.
points is
Nope.
Gabe with 358.
I won. Nope. See, they're in cahoots. The host. It's the refs. It's the refs.
There ain't no cahoots, baby. Don't hate the player, hate the game, brother.
I hate the player and the game.
with that
And with
being
that
said-
being said, we will see you next week on the next episode of the Turf Talk Podcast. And as usual, follow on all socials so you never miss any exciting content or updates. And we'll see you next week. Join the huddle and join the talk with the Turf Talk Podcast.